feeling that today this match is going to be an absolute brawl. So let's get excited and let's send it down to the stage and find out who will survive to fight another.
Dobrý večer. Sakra, já vás nevidím.
China's last hope, all gamers.
China last hope. Poslední hope Číny. Gentlemates nástup. Come on. Od vás nevidím, počkej. Ahoj Ladybug, ahoj Nikolas, čau Daví, čau Mitsulda, čau Alexos, čau na naši nazdar blázni. Jdem na to. Názvu storíčko. Jdem na to, na co jsme tady čekali. BBL nakonec nejedou domů. Sakra, přejmenovat stream musím ještě. Já jsem dement. All Gamers nástup nechci vidět, kamo. Dneska taková rutina. Tak. Můžu FUBE první? Ano. Můžu vyhrát celý event. Tak. Tak. To je crazy, kámo, první first seed už jede domů. Furia se zahrála. Jsem tím přemýšlel, kámo, to máš 2 dny, oni zahráli 2 dny a jedou domů, ne? Prostě to je crazy. Čau Sák, čau Odeny, čau Simpou. A Kicku, čau Ku. A tak co Veto? Veto jako pro nás, chat. Veto jako pro nás, to je 2-0, jako. To jsou 2 nejlepší mapy, 2 nejlepší mapy Gentlemates, reálně. To proč si jako piklo AG split. No nic. No nic. Hotovo. Dávám storíčko a jdem na to. That they will need in that lower bracket if they want to make a run.
You see this retooling that's happening here for Gentlemates. They actually banned that corrode map away. That's the one where they switched Marteen.
Corrode map? Corrode ban? Corrode je jich nemesis, no.
So that one's back to the drawing board. Sticking to their strengths here, no doubt about it. They're 3-0 on split in that kickoff and in bind as well.
Dávám storíčko a jdem na to. Jako, to takyhle Veto měli hrát proti Nongshim, not gonna lie.
Because definitely felt like he was off the boil against Nongshim.
Yeah, we were speaking about Dumby, but who was on the other side, you know, I know that it is not a 1-for-1 because they don't really play the exact same way, but people, out of all the matches that we saw from Gentlemates, all of the 2 finals and the 10 maps that we saw in 2 days, it was very surprising to see that he was able to keep up
poslední čínský tým, by the way.
He was able to still be putting up the numbers. The synergy that he
na
has
Masters. Tak, storíčko nahozeno.
It certainly is, and this is a Gentlemates here who, looking at their earlier matches in this tournament, have been so consistent in this slow style. They're very structured. They have very good protocols. You have to credit a lot of that to Stark. So the man who's been away from these.
Si tým radši vybírají tým B? Protože si víckrát vybíráš stranu potom, myslím. Nevím, jak to vychází. Myslím, že tým B si víckrát vybírá stranu. Myslím, že si 2krát vybírá stranu, to vychází. Nebo nevím, kámo. Tým A si bere první mapu. A pak bere na druhou stranu. A na té třetí mapě podle mě to vychází pro tým B, že si bereš stranu. Not sure, kámo. Nevím, prostě je tam nějaký faktor, co je komfortnější pro ně. Ale upřímně to nějaký pravidlo, že si bereš tým B. To je prostě tým od týmu, kámo, který to má radši. No, tým B bere Decider, no. Chceš mít jistotu, že nějakou mapu prostě nebudeš hrát, ale když máš dobrý mapu, tak klidně se vezmeš tým A, že jo. To asi by byl, moc ne. Moc ne, kamo. Já jsem práci. Viděl jsem, že Larok měl dobrý staty overall. A že to bylo docela close. A na 3 mapy, ale jakože co se tam dělo uvnitř. Nope. Kdyby nějaký line-upy jsem myslel nebo tak to ještě tak dohledáme zpětně. Tak, pojďme na to. Kompozice, doufám, máme všechny stejný. Chat, fun fact, Fanger ještě před půl rokem, no nevím před jakou dobou, to asi víc už. Ale prostě potkával jsem ho na rankedu denodenně, protože to je Rusák, kámo, ten má import do Číny. To je crazy. A pochybuju, že umí čínsky, takže týpci kvůli němu začali mluvit prostě anglicky tam. Nebo co? Nebo umí čínsky, vole, a je to... Fanger tragický? Jo, ale potáhl jim prdel v těm all gamers, tak si představ, jak tragický je ten celý region, kámo, čínský. EU skočil z mapy, když zkoušeli 2v5 clutch? Jako proč? Jako omylem nebo vole for the funsies? Že už viděl, že to je lost? Nebo nechtěl odevzdat orb možná? Kamoško, tak počkej, jakže miluju tuhle ty krabičky a dal jsem si teďko jakoby tady nějaký masíčko a to a s bramborem, čím kvůli tam je bramboru. To jako hádám jsem nedostal, že kamo, jestli brambory, ty kokote. Kurva, co tady vyskakují upozornění jebnutý. Vypínám všechny upozornění, chat. Tak! Dneska jsme tady sešli, abychom popsali všem slečnám, ženám, maminkám, všechny nejlepším svátkům dní a abychom se podívali na poslední čínský tým, jak jde domů. Takže zdravím, přeju krásný večer a jedem. Normálka v Praze? A já jsem v Plzni, kámo. Silent Jump s Odinem zkoušel? Aha, to nejde, no, to Odin je pomalej. Tohle tam říkali na tom analyzesku, že neumí hrát proti pomalým týmům ty AG. No celkově, že mají špatný fundamentals ty Číňani, no. Takže to bude přes tak svině, protože Mates mají insane fundamentals. Mates mají, kámo, všechno protokol setnutý, vole. Děkujeme. Clean. Clean.
Pretty good read from Mates already early, anticipating the aggression. You know, the desk was talking about it, and something I saw a lot in the VODs watching AG is that
Chat, fun fact, pistolky jsou nejvíc prodávaný kola ve scrimboxu. Takže bych se nedivil, kdyby to probíhalo i na Masters.
It's going to be too little, too late. And again, a lot of what Mates is doing is they want to punish the B side of the map. Why you have a Neon and a Yorus? You have so much ability to take space, so much ability to clear that back.
Jsem international, kámo. Jo, to může být těžší. Ukrást vodka. No. Oj, nice shot. To mají za kompozice, by the way. I podobný kompozice, no. Podobný kompozice, oba týmy double duel. Dobře, 2-0. Týpek se jmenuje Shrimp, jsem to všiml. To se nemenuje týpek Shrimp, kurva, ne? Kreveta, vole do pičeho, co to je? A krevetka minus. Teklenský fanoušek Pokimane. No, docela jako big ten split ty AG, by the way.
Crispy shooting that we're seeing early is going to be a pretty heavy investment here from Mates, though. They're going to buy up to 3 Vandals off the back of those 2 save Bulldogs. They're going to be trying to get this bonus converted and really put AG on the back foot on the side of their map. That is usually their best. They were 1 on this side versus XLG.
On bych věřil. Bonusek, chat, bonusek, by the way. Tohle kolo by měli matematicky prohrát Gentlemates, ale podle mě to vyhrajou. Jako, že tady jsme v 11 hotový, kámo, v 11 zapínám kick-off, vole. O, počkej, kurva, jinxl jsem co? Tu máš? Ale mě ještě pohoda. 2v3, kámo, ničemu nevadí. Ok, tady už trochu vadí. Kurva. Ani frag nedali. Tak nic, kurva. Tak až o půlnoci.
Fantastic stuff, man. This is exactly what you want to see. The right players in the right places, able to deal with Minny, even though he's in a really nice position to dodge the haunt. Shrimp's able to adjust right there and take him down and gets a second onto Stark. So this is also the other thing I want to keep an eye on is Shrimp. He had 24 kills versus XLG on this map.
Vole, strašně bych se bál, kámo. Kdyby na mě hlásil takový chlap. By na mě hlásil přes stage, kámo, takovýhle Shrimp.
Is like starting to look to me like the recipe for potential success for AG. Sure. And even though this, you know, this map.
Chudák Glaze má 0-3. Ještě jedna smrt a je konec hry. To vždycky říká Muffin, kámo, že jakmile 1-0-4, tak jakoby už si nezahraje. Ale jak se říkám, že Muffin úplně zmizel. A jak si já s ním píšu jednou za 2 týdny, pošlu nějaký TikTok. Ale chlap prostě rezignoval úplně. Nehraje 4 kuce. A Minny mění nastavení každý kolo, kámo. To je zase sků, kámo. To udělal Starkso proti mě na rankedu. Já s Brimstonem, to je dobrý play jako kokot. Smokovat ty turety. Má timing po druhý. On neviděl, ale... A Starkso dneska je divoký. Starkso je hodně divoký. Vyhrál single handle teďko tady tímto pušískem. Vůbec to nezajímalo. Trying to read the angle, spots him, but cannot win the fight. Marteen will find it. Mates continue to maintain the lead.
This is just one of these brilliant rounds from Starso that we're seeing time and time again this year, where he's, you know, not only making some pretty good calls and working the map a little bit, but calling in that smoke, finding that first kill, seeing the player cross, gets the second, immediately throws the nightfall over to the other side, knowing that the rotations are likely coming through to really just lock it out.
Čili kde jsou Starkso haters? Kde jsou Starkso haters? Briglev má 1-3, je pohoda. Bude hrát prej. Jo, Starkso actually má starý cross, ten velký cross. Kam ale všimni si, kdo to skytá, by the way. Kdo skytal? To je ten velej kokotinec? Jasně, že je iniciátor. Jasně. Tam jsou 2 duelisti. Ale skytá to fejtka, kamo. Vysvětli mi to. To je život, ty vole. Slipo. Co dělá, kámo, proč nožíkuje? Kámo, on fakt si chce udělat nepřátele po celém světě, vole. Vasku Mozes plus pozdraví mojho kamaráda Riska Slavika Onesova main, je to velký fanusík. Čau Risko. Má Viper myšku, ten mini. To je na tilt. A tohle taky, by the way, po druhý za sebou někdo proles. Timeoutík already.
Timeout already for AG, and I get it because again, this is
Poděkuji tady
You're
trochu.
doing your damage on this map. You've got to figure something out, and you got to figure it out now. And again, seen some good ideas in the beginning of the rounds, other than that last one, but the mid-round stuff again is causing them problems, and this is something that Mimi talked about in the desk that I was thinking the whole way.
Chat fun fact. Podle to Alešek říkal někde, ne? Ale ty AG chtěli Aleška předtím. Ale nemůže mu to mít za zlý, že to nevzal, protože kámo, letě do Číny, ale kde by the way nefungujou z naše sociální sítě ani, co by tam kurva dělal. Ale jak tam měl být před tím fangerem. Za dost solidní penízky, no ale prostě kámo nemáš tam, jen jak to funguje Instagram, protože nefunguje ani Instagram, TikTok je extrémně omezený, kámo. Všechno tam je prostě svý, vole. Jo, měl jako nechutnej paycheck Pablo. Ale chápeš, ještě si našel v tu dobu přítelkyni. No. Všechno funguje a nepoužije to tam, ne? Ale nefunguje, kámo. Protože jsem se tam bavil s Alešem, že nefunguje, jakoby. Že si to hledal. A že to je normálně hlavně monitorovaný, kámo, co používáš. Že normálně the government, kámo, má přístup k tomu, kurva, co děláš na telefonu. To jako... To není fun, jako. No nic, zpátky do hry, 5-2-4 afterplant, 5-1 stav. Zapne všechno? Ne, jak to funguje, jestli nezaklebe potom kamaráde... Jestli zaklepe na dveře, vole, tam někdo. Flawless. Flawless.
Mates there with the ability to TP out, even though they get flashed up here. There's a relay bolt quick.
Nevím, že to už je minulostí, to už je minulostí. Už nemá čínskou ferku, ale však chce.
That Nightfall trying to use that cosmic divide, trying to know that mates are going to have to push forward ahead of it to make sure that this retake. Já myslím, že kámo, oni ho tam chtěli vzít jakoby na tryouty, že by tam letěl na tryouty, kámo. Je kinda crazy, jenom, že prostě nemáš jaký rekové trauti, takže by ho tam nemá dovezli. Všimněte si chat, kolik killů by the way stíhají ty observeři zachytit a kolik killů zjišťuješ, jak se stali až z replay. Jsem viděl na Twitteru lidi hodně rozebírat, že tohle je nejhorší na té metě. Že nestíháš ty fragy ani, že všude všichni furt lítají. To kolo jak šli mohli jako sledovat Bipa, ale tam ta věli, co tam letěla, kámo. Co se děje, vole? Kde je Minny, kámo? On šantil, nebo kde je Minny? Obstající shorty. Budou monitorovaný chaty v EU? No, tak jste dolítali chat. Tak jste dolítali oficiálně. Dobrý tým by to byl 4 Češi a 1 Čech. Kámo, to by si s nima strašně rozuměl, podle mě. When you've got Marteen behind you, you know you can just let that waylay go over. Marteen is just sharp as ever. This is one of these matches where I was all eyes on Marteen. Is he just going to frag out of control here and just make AG's life miserable so far? Yes, he has. 10 kills already.
I mean, yes, but also no. The thing that we are kind of seeing from the mates right now, the rest of the team are keeping pace. They're right there behind him. It's not just Marteen charging ahead, scooping up everything for himself. Already, fast improvements here for mates across the board.
Žiljoy ult na retake. Žiljoy ult, Veiley ult. Tady se pušuje CTčko, jakoby already. A to bude těžký, to nevyhrajou, kámo. To cením, že mají ideu, ale... Když ten glyf tam, kámo... Jako, actually to je furt nebyl, ale to bylo těžší kolo jako kodno. Ten smoke spadne, actually. Marteen 1v2. NT použili hodně ultin, ale 2 ultinky použili dobrý, no. Nepodíval by se na Medvídka půl, to jsem viděl, no, to je zakázaný, kurva. Jo, tam se vrací Tens. Kámo, neříkal jsem to by the way, tělíčko, mid round. Neříkal jsem to by the way, že se ten vrátí, ještě kámo, když oznamoval retirement, že to není retirement. Jako čekal jsem, dobrý ten. Čekal jsem, že se vrátí bez toho, aniž by tam Kaidy s ním vyjebala, ale toto jenom urychlilo, takže, jakoby, to, co se děje kolem Tenze, je pro mě, jak kdybys mi řekl, že voda je mokrá. No. Jako jsem rád, že se to děje, ale že... Jako, kdo by to čekal, kámo, že týpek, který mu je 23-24, ještě bude hrát a nebude dalších 10 let jenom watchpartyovat. Za takový nelidský peníze, co mu dávají Sentinels. Bude to content, bude to fun, no. Já jsem fanoušek toho. Ukázko. Kejde je pro jako hodná holka mršina? Ne, to byla vždycky mršinka, kámo. Tam jednoho týpka, kvůli rankedu, chtěla cancelnout a psala do jeho školy, aby ho vyhodili ze školy. To byla vždycky mršinka. Oj. A to ani neudělal nic extrémně špatného. A Starkso, kámo, je úplně to. Koušem. Enemy Yoru here, that operator still in hand, but goes for a safer plant. Towards that link side. Marteen, double bound forward, splitting apart. Looking to try to capitalize, the eventual drift going to be forced out. Zkoušel pre-firenout Yorultinu, viděli jste to, če? Viděli jste, co dělal Marteen? Yorultinu se dá jakoby pre-firenout, že ho hitneš, i když je neviditelný, kámo. Nice. Fengier. Swaps the weapon over. Dostal za 1. Tier 2 je od 16. I
mean, just the goal here from Starzo to push again up the tunnel. Just catches him completely off guard. Util in hand there for Shrimp. GRQ's not even remotely ready for it, even though the C's comes up short. He's still best AU1.
Holy.
Marteen is...
Že má ten sfurt na to být top, jo, určitě. Co říkal?
Trying to win over the fans here.
I mean, they absolutely have. The performances throughout the run of the tournament already have been electric. Fans here more than happy.
Chile bez country in the world zajebal. Kámo. Jak mu jebe na hlavičku. Tím jak tam mrská tou rukou, actually hraje tu 006. Viděl jsi to, kámo, když flashil? Kolikrát musel hnout ruku, aby se podíval se zpátky před sebe? Mě zajímalo, jak ho to napadlo, kámo, že bude hrát takovou lesenskou. Kdyby šel na 008, tak to chápu, ale on šel na 006, kámo. Oh! Kamaráde, krevetka. Hrál Hysen stream, no. A byl inkonzistent. Podle mě kvůli tomu, že byl inkonzistent, tak chtěli jít na low sense, protože low sense, kámo, na low sense střílíš furt stejně, no. Nemůžeš být shaky na low sense. Musí ho bolet ruce? Si zvykneš. No ta myška je lehká, vole. A určitě má Marteen dobrou attention management. Kontroluje dobře to, jak moc je v křeči nebo není. A podle mě jakoby není moc v křeči. Takže pokud nejsi permanentně v křeči několik hodin v kuse, tak tě nebolí ruce. Jo, Baxič. Nevím, jestli hraje přímo úplně stejnou. Možná na ní přešel, ale hrál dřív pro 008, myslím, Magnum, ne? Husáku. Až budeš mít děti, tak furt ještě Valorant bude jezdit, kamo. Jako rameno je masivní sval, no, urza. A ta myška nic neváží, takže to tě jako nebolí, no. Co se děje? Čum na to, prostě, já nevím, co se děje, kurva. Jak se čte to jeho jméno? GRQ? Oj, neser Patrika, ale neser ho. Možná trochu může. Poslední dobu celkem globašku vyzeráš popiší. Díky Simonem. Díky Simone, jsem rád, že přitahuju ostatní samečky teď rychle. Get those individual players to do some good stuff and it'll get you around wins and that's one of those rounds. I think overall Mates macro pretty good. Min 1v3, jak kdyby měl víc času, tak proto jde, kamo. Uj. Jak ho ustlal, kámo. Baxič, baví mě to. Ještě potřebuju practice, ale to je pohoda, kam baví mě to, dneska si plánuju zahrát. Já jsem si to nenapsal, to zapomenu jenom. Počkej. Dneska si chci zahrát Vyzkoušej z benchmarky s tou senskou poprvé, jsem zvědavý, jak mi to půjde. To si neodebu ručičky. Fishing and searching around flowers. Seems like he may have heard the rotation there from Fengir. Fengir. Shrimp flashed up, tucks away back at secrets, able to find Glyph. One of the buckies now gone. Ten song je mega popiči, že? Škoda, že ještě nevyšel ten song. Tyhle, Dumby cosplay. Ten song, až vyjde, kamaráde, tak to budu mít na repeat. Salas se to jmenuje. So try to go for the plan, but once again, a lot of this going to be on Minny's shoulders, especially now. Fengir finds another kill, swing to the corner. Kira takes him down, and AG. Jakoby defense-sided mapa podle mě s těma kompama, co mají, a mají 8 kol zátak, takže úplně chill. Prostě by vypadá jak trend systému. Kind of reading some of Mate's tendencies. Starting to find their footing, starting to really find that accuracy when it comes down to the shooting. So looking good, but can they get a hot start? Can they find a pistol in the second half? We'll find out after the halftime break.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Gira damage s Bakinou, kámo.
Yo quiero ver qué tal estamos de ritmo, ¿no? Porque no lo hemos hecho. No sé qué tal estamos de ritmo, Santiago. Vamos a jugar un poquito. 2 veces el tambor y un aplauso para ustedes, ¿va? Tan, tan, ta. Tan, tan. Más fuerte. Dale. Muy bien. Bien. Otra vez. ¿Les parece otra vez? David, cuando quieras. Bien.
A dneska je tam docela full house, kámo, what the fuck? A neděle vlastně, že? Proto. Petr, poprosím nepsat takovéto rasistické věci, děkuji.
espacio riesgo tiemble, que nos escuchen en todo el mundo. Ole,
Chápu, že to nemyslíš možná zle, ale je to v pohodě věc co psat. Takhle chci v Praze, kámo, a kdo neskáče není Čech, kámo. Vyhrajeme. Dobře mu zajebalo. Komu fandí crowd? Chile. Jako Hanzos. Taky účet jsem má starku jsem mýval taky, kámo. Na střední. Křopalo v chirku pak. Dělal tuhle ty pohyby, jak on. Cus, mám otázku, má s holku. Taky tě zdravím. Pistolkové kolo od Gentlemates na defendu. Mají čel nějaký tier na tým? Nevím, jestli nějaký tým sídlí v Chile. Crew nevím, kde sídlí, kam nesídlí Crew v Chile. Ale mají jako spoustu hráčů, co jsou z Chile. Crew je Argentina, no tak bohužel. Ale myslím, Keznit Deus je Chilan. Například. A pokud ne, tak bohužel. Chlapi, víte, že musíte plantnout? Oni chápou, že musí plantnout Spike? No nechápají. Nechápají? Nechápou, kurva. Oni prostě neví, oni si myslí, že na spawnu najdou plant místo. Fangír.
Great patience being shown. Another nice seize from Starzo there as well at the ramp. Kira has to win this.
Really does, and he hasn't seen him neither player.
Kira, kamaráde z toho, z Notu. Je také v zápase M8. Naskočený mu dal. Že se je ve ústraty? Ne, nemyslím si. Když se bude straty, jak se taky může stát, že už nebudeš v další hře. Hlavně spoustu stratů máš dělaný jako anti, chápeš? Někde další zápasy udělají další straty, které jsou dělaný jako anti, takže chápeš.
Such good discipline, as always, from mates. And AG, no buy up here really. There's a bandit and a ghost. Those are the only weapons that they're going to go for. No force buy attempted.
M8 vyhraje energie po PaperX. Oh shit. Nice. Minny si píkuje Bčko prostě. Le banditos.
Not allowing any cheeky, thrifty potential to come through. Swing. I say that AU1 still going to be decent with the bandit.
AU1 se dostal.
Himself another kill. For the moment, AGR rotating around towards the empty site. People not too far away could absolutely shut them down with this judge.
Čo Herles.
Find a decent timing.
On fakt dělá dumby cosplay, ale
He's just going to make sure that this link position's covered.
He's watching this wisely. AU1 absolutely dead. And now you know that there's a judge on the opposite side. How are you meant to try to get past this? Some spam, the rotations coming in. All of mates getting clustered together.
Gliss.
As Marteen, second shot eventually will be rewarded.
No, kolik je tady lidí na tom streamu, že dostávám takyhle otázky? Každou minutu.
It's going to be very happy with that.
Yeah, it's really nice stuff here from Beepo.
Yeah,
Very
tough.
patient, understanding the negative space on the map, knowing that after AU1 got that kill, he might try to wrap in through Link.
What did he see? Just a
Did he
pixel?
see something?
Just 1 pixel?
I can't see it, but I'm old, so I just assume that, you know.
I couldn't quite see that one, but something was out of place, and Minny absolutely noticed it.
Vy nepište hovno, chlapi, nebo dostanete timouty.
At long A by
Ještě normální
AG,
věci.
recognizing that that judge still in play. Put an alarm bot a little bit further forward, play for the longer angles. Try to get this plant down on B or not.
Just trying to draw some rotations, but right now, mates aren't biting.
No. They've misread this.
Až radovoj, to je to glyf.
Prowler not going to spot anything around mid. Clear on that turret. U1 just trying to slot forward, closer towards the doors. Meanwhile, that contact comes in, and GRQ going to be taken down. Marteen able to find Trim. AU1 still fighting back, however.
Ale pozor,
Manages to clean up 3.
cením ideu na bonusek takto pushnout mid. A tady je judge.
Once again, look to deny a
To je winnable bonus. Pane bože!
Oh my god! That was almost the biggest beef I would have ever seen. But he gets a kill. So it's okay. It's fine. Take a breather, people.
Jakub zberu furt, ale kreatin, kurva. Ale
Now then.
nemám ho nutně před hraním.
The weapon has the vandal still there. Stairs
2v2.
joined by Starzo. Swarm low.
Máme revílek a slide.
There's that approach from backside. There's a sprint in, Beepo slides in, finds Kira, and looks for a little bit more. Starzo will clean it up, and this time the bonus is converted.
To bylo vyrelaxujeme. Bere kreatiny Minny, jo. Mi bere spoustu věcí, actually Minny mi poradil některé další věci, co si mám to pořídit. Teďko beru nějaký kámo tu per day multivitamin, kámo úplně nějaký silný multivitamíny mi doporučil, že tam mají performance kouče nějakýho a ten jim to tam všechno dohazuje.
And last one on the map will be sent here. 7-round deficit at the moment for AG.
Jo, AG mají dobrý mechanics, ale nechápou tu hru, no.
Qualifying into the playoffs. It's difficult to say what they really need to do, what they can do, try to get themselves back into this map.
Actually jako tier 2 týmy by vyšoustali AG zatím z toho, co jsem viděl, jako. Hrajou hůř než tier 2 tým, co se týče fundamentals, kámo. Nemá to nic ten jejich gameplay do sebe, jako, že tam jenom chodí, kámo, jak panáčci. Little things like that, maybe just get scrappy, just try to get in mates' face and just go for some hero big plays and see what you can get done. I mean, one thing I will say about AG is řekne kurva, i vy? A představ si Aleška, kámo, proti IM KVRG. Aderal berou některý hráči, no, ale nevím, jestli na stage, jestli tam jsou drug testy, nebo ne, je tam Minnyho. Podle mě Internationals by měly být kontrolovaný, no. Regionální ligy, jako hrál Alešek jako MEU, tak not sure. Ale ono to není zase... Oj. 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 Dumby. Jakoby Gentlemates hrajou svoji hru, no, a AG hrajou Gentlemates hru. Váně, mně nepřijde, že by určili jedinkrát nějaký tempo ty AG. No má neudělali nic v té hře. Jenom to jsou kámo bouchací panáci jenom pro Gentlemates.
Trying to sell a bit of a fake, but the problem is you have that Cypher utility over on A, so it's going to give
Čau Henky, čau.
Mates a little bit extra time.
Kdy hraje Minny VCT? Nevím, kamo. Možná teď, kamo, ale no sure. Tata je zpátky na Radiantu. Kolik jsi hrál dneska jako hru, Henky?
Okay. 30 seconds left. He's going to hear Flip coming over.
15? Jak si jebnutej, kamo. 15 solo Qs?
Minny still a world away, but Kara's just drifting straight into Glyph's open arms.
Kámo, jak to zvládá 4 lidi, nezvládám. Naštěstí vyhrávají moje chlapy, takže relaxuju u toho. Dneska ten chat je divoký. Kolik z toho si vyhrál, Henky? Beru to tak, chat, že já tady prostě vychovávám další generaci upíků prostě a tak musíte se ptát mě, protože prostě nemáte koho jiného se zeptat. Já to chápu. Si pro hry 12 výher, to je sick.
Chases over. People tucks away a dugout.
Synu, teď se má radíš taky, ale jenom na Kicku.
Lockdown considered. Alarm bot is going to be cycled forward. Looks like AG just wanting to pump the brakes, cut the noise.
Kámo, já to nevím, to není troll do piči v tom chatu, by the way. OK, tohle je první kolo, co něco tvoří ty AG a by the way dostanou ve slidu. On to prostě nechá zničit. Oj. Co to je? Minny 1v2. Klid. Nedočíme. O? Nedočíme.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Plant in the corner, the double face ready. Both players shift their way back across towards stairs.
Mají sak? Nemá stáry, oni nemají sak. A ten plant je špatný, to se dá styknout, kámo, za rohem. To je actually stickable. Budou mít reveal za chvilku. Docela blbý. A Minny nestykuje bombu moc, co jako to, no. I když... Už ví, že jsou oba art, kámo. Co to bylo, kámo? Na ty bude se dělat SCčka, vole.
AG showing some patience, even though they're going to lose this lockdown to this push out. Anyone can't hold on. Gets overwhelmed by the relay bolt and the dash in from Beepo. Starzo there just couldn't win a fight. It's been really clean for the most part, but Kira's been hitting some okay shots.
Nejlepší knife? Nevím, komu. Mně se líbí ten nový.
You're one away from the Waylay ult though. This time, I think Mates, going to commit a little bit more to this orb. They don't want to give it up easily. They want to make sure that they're going to have to earn it on that side of the map at the very least, but...
Jumping from Marteen.
GRQ does pick it up over on the B side.
Grabs that up, they hurt the exit.
Slova Dave prostě napsal týpek. Už nemůžu.
And the more space that they're able to scale forward and gain at A main, the more AG might...
Minny neskončil v koj, že chci dostat Mates.
Is the weaker of the two.
Polin se vybral docela dobře, že koji by dostali padáka, ale. Santiago nehraje, no. Což by the way, jakoby... Matematicky by to měli hrát, protože z toho mají jakoby procenta z toho nožíku z prodejů. Každý ty jeden hráč. Kabeš, takže kdyby ho každý hrál, tak budeme víc prodejů, no. Ale je jim to jedno, ale...
convergent paths is part of the
Nemají tento businessman mindset.
on why they want to not give up much, try to hide.
Asi mají dostatečný salaries v Číně. Co to je, kurva? Marvel Rivals, kámo.
Both duelists now dead. The dimensional drift going to be called, and it's 15 seconds remaining
GG.
on the clock. They have to try to make a go of it, but they are surrounded and outdone.
GG.
Clip for the final two. Mates, 13-5. Take down AG on Mates' map pick.
Yeah, this Mates team, so clever, so interesting with how they work this map on Pearl.
Right there with you though. An improved performance overall from AG, but
Na
still
týpek na té
need
kameře,
a
vole.
lot more. We'll see if they can find it on their pick of split. Otherwise, it's curtains.
Let's go, vamos Chile, viva Chile, best country in the world.
Já jsem tak viděl, to bude na replay.
Viva la Chile! Need to stand up. Stand up. Vamos Chile!
Jak mu jebe, kamo. Jsem v Santiago a na tvém streamu to vidím dřív, na stage mají díle, ještě tě máme. Jak si to mě něco pobavilo dneska, ale? Že jsem v Chile prostě. Jsem v Chile s dcerkou. Jak AG vyhrál jejich region? Protože ten region je ještě horší jak oni, no. Je to smutný docela. A to jaký peníze berou tam ty hráči. Mandíme celá rodina. Čau zvedáku jinak. Tak chvilku rozhovor Henky. Nechaj tě hrát, když ti je 15,5. Split to bude ještě větší přejezd, zase jaký myslím. Ale třeba mě překvapí AG, ale spíš ne, kámo. Split je podle mě nejlepší mapa Gentlemates, i když se to Gentlemates nemyslí, tak mně to tak přijde. Neprohráli Split, no. A dneska už hrál jak Marteen level 30, kámo. Je on nejlepší mapa, kámo. Nazor na Rosého? Mastodont, kámo. Jak na serveru, tak na židli. Pohodě, chlap. A dneska jsem koukal, že hrál dobře docela. Nebyl moc minusovej, ne? No ten song je banger, kámo. To je muffin v klubu v Polsku v 6 ráno. Minus 9, 60% cast? Minus 9 je v pohodě, če minus 9 je v pohodě na jeho roli, ale 60% cast nějak málo, kámo. On možná hrál Cyphera, ne? Vole. On hraje Sova Fate Cypher. Usually, ale nevím, jestli hrál, tak podívám se.
Jen here with Paco of Gentlemates. Now, very one-sided win. You guys were able to deal with their contact
Hraje jenom Sovu.
with a lot of ease. Do you expect anything to be different on Split?
Laver z rok, kámo, underperform.
No, we came prepared. We are here to play our game, so
My ski is good prepared.
Fair enough, and good luck.
Thank you.
These are the easiest games I feel like to break down and analyze.
Co ten EU, kámo? EU je nejlepší. A jde domů. Petr, děkuji za 20 Youngů do nosíny. Děkuji, to je za to, ale kolik zpráv jsem musel číst. Humorný, viď?
I'm trying to take a tone out of the mates coach there, but yeah, it really does come down.
Slukátko, co máš, jsem ještě podíval, když jsem měl MP3. No. Jsou tvoje sluchátka, kámo. Sorry.
Yeah, you're saying not clearing corners, and that is true, but I also feel that there is an element to a Gentlemates that is feeling comfortable, that understands their opponent that they are up against, and they're just extra confident today.
Now, despite there being a bit of a gap between these two, maybe a disparity, it does feel like Gentlemates have done their homework, and our Verizon High Speed moment kind of showcases this from the very start of the match.
Nostalgický videa, nebudu lhát. Kámo, za 2 roky to bude 10 let. Let it sima, kámo, let it sima. Když Šuda vyhrál Ameriku a jde domů? Nevím, kámo, ale já jsem o tím přemýšlel. Přijde mi to jakože tragický, hlavně z toho důvodu, že oni jsou v tom Chile, kámo, už třeba týden, že koukají na ty group stage, pičovinky. A pak hrajou jakoby 2 dny za sebou a jdeš domů, prostě 2 dny. Chápeš? Nebo keca? Hráli včera, projebali, dneska hráli, projebali, zítra jedou domů. Na 2 dny, kámo, herní tam jsou jakoby po sobě chodící.
And I think it's not only that. I think that just like yesterday on
crazy work.
The longer that the first half went on, the more the AG was readjusting to it. I think that we saw a little bit
crazy work.
as well. The deeper that the map was going, even though mates seemed more and more confident, I think that they are now taking the learners. We saw the frustration, but I think that they're
prostě 2 měsíce nebo
still a difficult result. I want to kind of point out that IGL Starkso was really able to demonstrate a strong performance here. Looking quite decisive, couple of pushes up right towards the defender's spawn here. You know, when he was on the attack side. In general, just kind of oozing confidence.
It's so on brand for him. He was an absolute nuisance when we're speaking about the extra confidence. He was just pushing onto CT time and time again. Even in the situation that you see, it's a 2v5. They're able to turn things around and in many times disrupting the utility for AUE and, you know, standing up. If you're starting to see this start, so if you take your mind back to champs in 2021, if you were here, this is the kind of attitude that we were seeing coming up from him.
But it's amazing to see him get to do that in front of a crowd this size and play up to them. When you're talking about being there for Champs 2021, it was you and like 10 other people in the building. He didn't have an opportunity to play against or in front of.
No, to jsem viděl tu ty názory, no, tu AM Rage čas, že lidi celkem hejtí to, že jsou takhle rozdělený ty sloty, protože pak nemáš na Masters týmy jako třeba Fnatic a máš tam tým jako All Gamers, co prostě reálně by Fnatic prostě jako rozžvejkali na hovno, že jo. Prostě, kámo, hráli nejvíc close Fnatic i s Gentlemates.
ED101 of all gamers. Now, coach, in what areas were you able to spot the improvements that you guys were trying to make coming into today, and what more do you need to see from the team heading into map 2?
Kdy budeš hrát i ti? V dubnu zas, na začátku dubna je stage 2. Tier 2. Na to navaříme co nejlépe. To dopadne co nejlépe. Krásné triko, Vašku, otazník. Díky Marceli, otazník. Stark se je Je to low-key disrespectful toto, že mu tam mává do interview. To no. Typek jen má na pokraji, kámo, brekotu. Jako chápu. Ale nevídám to. Kdyby si šel hrát do Číny? Ty pičo, to je dobrá otázka, kámo. Jak je to dobrá otázka, Petr, nebudu lhát. Jakože letos, aktuálním roce, mě jakoby tady nedrží, že nic. Ty pičo, nevím, že jsem nad tím tolik, ale vždycky říkám, že jsem able to relocate, ale zrovna Čína je, kámo, ten jako poslední region, kam bych chtěl, vole. Mohl bych streamovat z Číny na Kicku? Nebo na YouTube? Mohl bych streamovat z Číny? Nebo bych musel streamovat na tom jejich, kámo, Billy, nebo co to tam mají všechno? Já nevím, kámo. Nevím, kámo.
Ale si dal co? Párek.
Aku a děkuji za půlku párku.
Jednou z něj bude fakt obávaný predátor v prérii.
Nevím, kámo. Strašně moc otazníků by tam bylo, protože čum. Já se jakoby nemám nutně špatně tady v EU, mám to tady rád v Česku. A bych tam šel, tak samozřejmě dostanu prostě jako insane peníze. Ale ten end goal jakoby není hrát tier 1 Čínu, ten end goal je, kámo, chápeš, být v co nejlepším týmu a jít do Číny, jako šel třeba Fanger, neznamená nutně, že jdeš do nejlepšího týmu, chápeš. Že jakoby z toho čínského tier 1 týmu, nevím jak moc, kolik si lidí řekne potom třeba v EU, že jo, mohli bychom vytrávat, že tohle týpka, co byl v Číně, víš? Nevím, kámo. Je tam více otazníků, než mám ty peníze. Coach porazil Bepa na skirmiši, ale píču, kámo, co to je? To je v celém píšeš, kámo. Máš ale easy spoty na Masters a Champs. Jako to je krásný, ale dostaneš tam vyšukáno a jedeš jak trapák domů. Chápeš, zveráku. A to není jakoby end goal hráčský. 5-2 dostal, kámo, vůbec mi to nepiš, ty vole, vůbec mi to nepiš, kámo, vůbec mi neskoušej do piči. Ale jako náš poslední kouš, co jsme měli teďko v Evu, tak kámo, jsme s ním hráli furt skirmiše a actually nás tam vysílal taky z bot. Některý koučové actually nejsou úplní motáci. Jak se kámo jsme měli teďko Němec, tak jenom ani motrojka, vole. Ale jako nemělo by se to stát. No nic. Budu opravdu překvapen, pokud dají více jak 3 kola AG na splitu proti Gentlemates. Seriózně. Budu impressed. Někdo v EU neumí hrát neon jak ten z toho Nongshim? Umí, Shakus, můj kamoš. Ale neumí střídat s Vandalem, zase Shakus. Ale actually Shakus je lepší jak Dumby s movementem ještě. Zvědavý na další zápasy Nongshim, ale... No má, říkám mě na základě... Týpek si nezničí ani reveal, vole. Tak týpek si nezničí ani reveal, kámo. I guess dostal k tomu ještě flash, ale kámo, někdo tam určitě musel ten reveal vidět a ničit ho, ne, kurva. On byl za rohem, ale... Tomu dal. Sliny! Kloukit vypadalo jako anti. On tam podle něj hodil i flash Marteen. Ale je crazy jako na pistolky mít teda tu wallback než týpka ghostama. Basama, fousama. A Shrimp má kde jakoby utilitu? Shrimp nemá psa? Nebo už ho použil. Doufám, že jakoby na pistolky nehrajou bez psa. Co dal ten Kira, kámo, z Deathnotu. A nejde ani pro půlku. Typek hraje na staty, vole. Typek je full stat player. Kurva, má staty. Míra! 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 Dobrý, já teďko prohrajete proti Jeku, dík. Brali Ačko? S dogískem, OK. On se... Komentátor se taky z toho dělá prdel? Komentátor taky dělá Death Note reference? OK.
Wasn't able to see it from him on the raise yesterday, but my God, what a start for him now. Will be a bit of an investment here as Beepo Stinger in hands, gonna go charging forward, but AU1 outdoes him with that Spectre. And you're just around the corner. Two players now tucked in the mail.
Mu hodili hero vrtačku.
Absolutely been stopped in their tracks.
A devě Beepo vždycky hrál rejsku na tom splitu, když hráli split. Nepamatuju moc ten jejich komp. Pamatuju, Marteen tam hraje Joru a that's it.
Put yourself in a more disadvantaged position with that Bucky if you do. Silence here will continue, it would seem, but now the push getting ready to come in, the Prowler. Does a check towards him? Yes, that absolutely does. Saturate going to be lobbed at an AU1. His turn now. Finds himself the 3K, maybe a bit more. Starzo will continue the push in AU1. Can we just have back-to-back aces?
Si dělíčka ten
5 HP, 5 kills.
Sanger.
See if it's in the cards for him. He's going to go running forward, and no, we'll be able to find it. But it will be AG. Give themselves a 2-0 start.
Kompik 100% ukazovalo.
What the doctor ordered here. The
Kapitr.
confidence now should be starting to flow a little bit more. We saw that even though they got bodied on Pearl, they were able to keep their emotions much more in check. Now it's time to get some of that positivity, some of that energy going. Just really nicely held. Again,
a Super Strike X2, ne? To je X2, tam mají napsaný Super
want to try to create space that way, give themselves the ability to pivot to either A or B depending on what they like. So in the early round here, AG doing a good job of nullifying that strategy that Mates is generally going to bring, but this time around they're being very, very cautious, very, very patient to get a spot there onto the Viper, but often that is a solo player, and Mates is going to try to use that to their advantage.
Rotating across, Spike at the same time though, in mid.
It's like an A split.
So just sending out the Prowler, quick clear of it from Kira. Shot still flying. Marteen counter spray, but what a time to be found.
Všichni hrajou Spectre místo Stingeru, nehrajou všichni. Preference hráčů. A tak nechceš si proti Eku kupovat Stinger, kámo. Proti Eku chceš koupit co nejlepší vybavení, co můžeš.
Blast packing forward, Shrimp able to snipe him out of the sky. The Saturate now on the floor. Fengir picking him apart, finds a second. Snaps back, won't be able to find the follow-up, but look at the damage down, clip down to 2 HP.
Geniální design. Wow. Instant cast stun na duelistovi. A na Breachovi máme loadující se stun. Geniální design.
GRQ absolutely would have. AG find themselves their first bonus conversion here in Master Santiago.
To jsou ty tři koláče, který jsem říkal, že... To jsou ty tři koláče, který jsem říkal, že dají a teďko by mohli prohrát 13 za sebou. Děkuji. Já mám strašně dobře zahrál s tou brokovnicí, jak jakoby skákal a preperifiroval, ne? Strašně dobře zahraný. Wow. Takže tady prostě jakoby má se sebou vyhrávat týmy, co budou hrát brokovnice. Nice, kamo. Hodně hezký. Mě zajímala statistika Dumbyho v minulém zápase proti Gentlemates. Kolik fragů dal jakou zbraní. Raketa proti EQ, to je hodně dobrý. Wow, kurva, co dává ten týpek. Kurva, co dává. To vypadalo jak Free Fire, vole. Na glisa.
And at long last, AG have a reason to be on their feet.
And it's the confidence here from AG to play their game, which is anti-execute. Stop your opponents before they can really get into a post plant, get their feet where they want to be.
Už když mají piklej split, kamo píkou všechno, jakoby.
Spikes on sight, knocks it down, and he is sharp right now. Just so ready.
Ale přidal co? Párek, půlku párku, z půlku rohlíku, jednou
Jo, ty vlasy tam je top.
Predátor v prérii.
Děkuji Jonvo 1CZ za Predátora v prérii, děkuji. Kurz 9 celkem krádež. Dnes tady probíhá adaptace, tady probíhá světová adaptace.
Like about this situation right now for AG is that, again, with that raise there, you don't have that easy ability to punish some of those default positions that AG is going to post up in. We saw this a lot with Baby being really elusive, catching players off guard, getting space where AG maybe isn't used to people being able to take that kind of space. But now this feels a little more comfortable for them. They know what this raise style is going to look like. They have plans behind to shut things down. They have plans at the entry points to deal with what Mates wants to do. So a huge round for Mates now. They're coming into a bye. Do have that pit available. Is AU1 just going to rip right off the
Masters Prague?
mid? Looks like it. At least he's positioned to potentially do so.
Nevím. Podle mě, než budou ever nějaký Masters Prague, tak musí být Masters Warsaw anebo Katowice nebo něco takového, kámo. Nevěřím tomu, že nebudou Masters v Polsku, kámo, příští rok třeba. Nevím proč, kámo, takový feeling prostě. Potřebujeme brokovnici asi na flangíra. Vypo nezvládáme. On zabije se šlem. Málem. Nestihl se nastakovat se člos. Kámo, tenhle týpek má absolutní životku, ale... Starzo! On hrál první mapu Kira Astru? Tak to je to, představ si Aleška na Astře, vole. Kamo, co to je? Oni furt hopsaj.
Looked like they might have a good chance. They're able to force the op off of the hard angle, but AG again so quick to rotate into position to keep their opponents pinned behind the pillar. Don't give them a lot of
space. Double kill je fucked up, no. Double kill byl fucked up.
There, and it's just unlucky, to be frank. Starzo just finds a perfect timing to swing that to get those 2 kills. That's a clean ass round.
No, it really is. It's 11-1 and 1 now, suffering his first death, but not going to be too bothered by it. Kira continues to be nature in this map. We're halfway towards that next showstopper.
Všichni jsme si sedli jako lidsky.
Does have his available.
got the Cosmic Divide. You're one away from Marteen's ult. They have some really cheeky stuff that they could potentially pull out, comboing those two ults. See if they want to go for it this round.
Veprový sadílko.
They're just giving free space.
Jen tak tu kámo random try shoot.
Actually from mid across an A main, it looks like. But now looking for the push down. As Showstopper will connect, Finger's gonna fall, but Glyph.
Kira má 12-0?
Has been displaced.
12-1 má? Nebo kolik má skoro, kámo?
Just look at the focus forward, get this retake going. 4v4. It's now winnable position if they can get fanned out.
To je Minnyho oblíbená pozička.
I'm going to overcommit as well, so don't give the plant to Minny, because otherwise could have just been that hit in the play for them. Fixing towards heaven, Marteen just going to be jumping away.
12-1. Pozička.
The site has been evacuated.
Komplet máme dobrý na heaven, ale mají smoke ty AG.
Three players here in heaven, Marteen at main. Looking to try to hold.
Dobrý sečil? Ne. Popni ten sečil. On umřel totiž, on nemohl popnout, on umřel. Nice. Posmrtný sečil, kámo. Dobrá kamera. Jako poeta.
Revert back to one of their tendencies, trying to go for some early mid aggression. They put 3 players there, but it's all just a push-up ramp. Again, if mates are given that space, they're going to take it all day long. And then some nice stuff on the site in terms of giving some false information over, just beautiful timing as well on that blast pack. It doesn't get any better.
It seems like he's not really registering that it's there, because Shrimp could have just cleared it. And then you just avoid that situation, hold the defuse either way. AG still in a solid enough position. Speepo. I mean, it looked like he had the read, but then just gets caught.
Kámo, blesme Queena vytasil, vole.
Now you're going to be staring down some huge ults. Convergent pass, Showstopper, Seekers. So much to play with.
Klid zveráku, co píšeš, kámo?
Drift out a bit out of elbow, but
abys nedostal zverák na žebra.
Flowers just ahead of that peak.
Juj. Ale.
Wins out the fight. Solid shot to shut down the peak from Shrimp. It's dimensional drift now going through, scouting over towards screens, checking around, looking for the Viper, eventually able to find him, swinging.
Nice, Patrik Hušek.
As well as Finger will fall, Kira dead. He's looking to go back to back. Start stringing together a couple of rounds here on this attacker side. GRQ going to be timing.
Jsme doma.
Towards the site now.
Na confidence hezky.
Love to just drift away, because even though the win streak has been big overall for AG up until the previous round, rounds have been scrappy, so their economy is down in the dumps. Just silently make his exit.
Jako vypískávají chudáka.
Able to find themselves a second round win.
Co dělá Minny na spawnu tam? On chodil, kámo, číroval lidi, vole.
Economy a little bit shaky for a few players on mates as well, so don't want to fork anything else extra over if they can help it. Good round for mates. Able to play some nice positions up at the top of A ramp to keep AG from clearing some space to set up for those retakes. Really, that's a tough round for AG. You had so many huge ults that were potentially there, but they get shut down right here by this crossfire. So a couple nice little adjustments.
Jak moje B na hlavičku.
Still having fun despite the deficit. Coaching staff though from AG, not as much fun after these last 2 rounds get given over. They know how just snowbally this mates team can be. It's a solid start, solid scoreline to establish already here on this map.
A nechci vidět, vole, Minnyho v Londýně.
That 4v5 conversion to mates, something they want to look to avoid. Let's see what the buys end up looking like here, because as you can see, in this Coinbase winning condition, the economy is a little bit shaky. Might be seeing some Guardians, Bulldogs, Stingers into the mix here.
To byl Bulldog, no?
What I'd really like to see here from AG is an aggressive set play where you can use some of the sky info to catch some players into a convergent paths and then a showstopper, something like that, where you could just go for that big early play, get a few kills. I don't think they're going to. I think probably they're trying to handle these retakes a little bit better, since again, that's kind of their MO. I think it'd be cool to throw something completely unorthodox at Mace, try to catch him off guard. And maybe that's what they're doing in mid. I mean, I saw the pings come down, and that's where VENKU is kind of placed. So maybe they're thinking about a convergent pass there to counteract any mid aggression that Mates would want to go for. But again, Mates looking to push extremities early. He will claim control of the garage at the very least, but they're going to be taking their time with it, really trying to suss things out. A lot of stars placed early over on this B side as well, but so far, AG's not going to commit that extra player in that direction. Trailblazer, not sure if it saw Minny or not. I think it might have because he's peeling back, but again, Mates has already shown that in their conditioning. Oh, hold on.
Attack coming through, but GRQ just has to give the space. Paranoia trying to delay the flood. People still able to work his way forward, clear out the rest of the site, but fast rotations coming in from AG. Sprinting their way through the vents and across towards the
Sky Race Valeu na retake. Okamžitě vypadněte ze sajtu.
Really interrupt that plan coming through, but now convergent pass is going to be invested. Showstopper out over the top, and it's a 2-for-1 for Kira. Sarso and Marteen both going to be taken down. Clip there for the trade. 2v3, however, is a full flash into his face.
Molík dobrý, ale Pek může dát halfu.
Takes a bit of that damage, gets it up.
Glyph má sak, doufám. Už sak dal. 3 ultiny, no. 3 ultiny. Valey, Race, Sky.
To invest the 2 ultimates, 3. In fact, I believe the Seekers went flying through.
Yep.
But they get themselves up to 6 all the same.
Yeah, and again,
3 ultiny,
big individual wins.
3 ultiny se rovná, kámo, zasloužený kolo, no. Bohužel.
They don't care because they know it's going to force them right into that showstopper.
Marteen right before he can gate crash out as well. Timing just a hair off for him. So now 4 rounds the lead. Again here for AG, up to 6. How many more can they get? Look to the economy of Mates if they can find this follow-up. Secure a lead at the half.
3 players again over at A ramp, something that I think the coaches addressed. They don't want to give up that space easily to Mates. It's making some of those post plants too doable. So you're just going to be committing a little bit of early resources in that direction. They're leaning pretty hard over towards A. There's smoke there in front of Starkzo. Dog going to see just Marteen, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it got the spot. Maybe a mini-map ping out. Be able to see Starzo as well. Connecting on to Shrimp, backpedals away towards back map at sight.
Ale jdeme na rampu.
Bought some time there with that flash. That was nice.
4 players. They're going to try to work their way, maybe just down through vents, across the mid, completely be rerouted. There's a spot out there. Juan can't make it onto the rope. No immediate TP back across into backside.
Minny.
Or GRQ. As you say, Minny through Ramen.
Panger kde zabil? Náčku. Tenhle týpek, kámo. Ten týpek je na solidní život.
Arriving onto the scene in a 1v3. The time, however, is just not going to be on his side, nor is the shot. GRQ with 3 gets AG up to 7.
Just really well.
Ukazuje prstíčkem na ně furt, kámo, ten Magor. 4, kámo, nekonvertnuli jsme. To jsem smutný.
Another 1v1 for him, and this push and pull from garage and from backside, absolutely beautiful. Nobody overcommits to anything. Using that paint shells to flush him out from the back of pillar. That is stellar, stellar teamwork.
It's 15-5-2 now for Kira, with an outlaw in hand. As mentioned, economy kickback here for Mates is going to be brutal, and it is. 3 sheriffs, a stinger, and a ghost. Just trying to work their way forward onto the side, but that might have just been through the smoke. Shrimp is able to find 1. People dead on the approach. Finger will fall. Minny going to be good for 1. Good finds another. Still though, 3v2 as the dust settles. Mates have their work cut out for them. They want to pull off this thrifty.
Kdy plantli? To plantli teďko? Já jsem neměl zvuk. To plantli teďko, nebo už to plantli chvilku? Já to furt pomalu, ale... Nemají zbraně nikde. Plant je na piču, ne? Musí být insane shoty teďko od Marteena, aby to vyhráli. 1v1. Tady bych se hejbe jak had. Máš myšku, lamzu, Maja. Teď už to začíná trochu smrdět.
Coming alive, saw a little bit of it against G2. He's much better today.
Věděl, že ho nemůže swingnout, protože má sheriff, no.
I think we're getting the second timeout.
I mean, you have to at this point. Second commitment on the timeouts here in this first half.
To, co má za čin, kámo, Magorský.
Knowing that they need those 2 rounds, need to make this an 8-4 scoreline.
I mean, it just hasn't felt like mates can play their game plan on this map. It's been a lot of just trying to go for those extremity pushes, those big...
Vypo je na pizzu hrát statíku na jeho státy celkově. Kámo, myslím Ital to je.
They generally have good protocols about avoiding those hits on the extremities. That's where I was really impressed with them watching in their VODs. And what usually mates wants to do is go mid, and AG had a couple rounds where they were able to at least make it a consideration or a hard consideration for mates where they didn't want to keep trying to push their luck in that situation.
Yeah, Ital? No.
AG so smart, so map aware too.
So.
Every time somebody's pushed out in towards spawn, they've dealt with it. All those tricks that we're working on.
Dotaz máme, Pavlo.
Out of this map.
Hint and the Cosmic Divide available for a post plant for mates. 3 players here outside of garage. This boom bomb's going to be exchanged. Fake of the TP forward. Beepo just clearing that corner. Seems that they do have control of garage.
Dobrý svaráku, ale ne to. Jak se to jmenuje, kámo, to zoomerský termín. Když něco overusuješ. Nedraguj to, kámo.
Push a little bit deep, trying to get a little bit of space, and here you go, back to the bread and butter for mates.
Trailblazer having the spot. Quick little tuck away from Minny, not looking to get caught.
8-4 je ještě hratelný, kámo.
There's going to be something accompanying that Trailblazer forward at the same time. Catch here on a clip. He is.
Takhle vypadá dobře zatím Macrovice.
Hell of a lot of attention, making plenty of noise.
Kámo, ale líbilo by se mi, kdyby šli do toho Bčka, upřímně.
Just the operator.
To Bčka bylo dobře, kámo, původně. Teďko vypadá už mega dobře, vypadá to Bčko, když ten Omen Portal. Nah.
The swing on the corner here. Trying to flush him out of the blast pack. Pushes back to the wall and Cliff guns him down.
Nice, to potřebujeme takyhle věci.
Gives the player advantage. Now the plan over to Gentlemates. Previously we're just running down the clock.
I think it's just a save.
Seems like that's going to be.
Máš špatnou hru a hned by ho lidi dropovali.
That operator. 4-player save. His mates managed to strike within 12 seconds of the round.
Musíš koukat na celkový výsledky toho týmu. Ta hra nefunguje jenom, že 5 lidí si běhá a 5 lidí střílí.
This early round pressure they create at garage that opens up a little bit of extra space, and they're able to go back in the mid where they want to go, bait out some util at A tower, bait out rotations over there as well, and then make the call to pivot over.
Vždycky říkám tak, kámo, že by mohl mít, kámo, o 5 víc killů, ale o 5 míň kol, nebo prostě o 3 víc killů, ale o 3 míň kol, chápeš, že jakoby týpek dělá svoji práci a má extrémně těžký duely, no, za atak s rejskou. A díky tomu, že chodí in, tak prostě si Marteen aspoň zastřelí nebo něco, víš, to prostě Ta struktura, vole, a ta synergie. Kámo, zase ho nechají hangin.
Get that high five, surely, by the next map.
Someday.
Walking towards mid. They're around the corner, setting up some stars in the meantime. Lone paint shell out onto the B site, and the off shot ends up going wide. Bengir still swinging out, but does have to back away. Situated once again in male trail.
Bečko na retake.
Spotting out that there's no one in back of sight. Gate crash is there, but just be Marteen.
Dobrý klid z Veraku, do piči.
Elbow gonna be spotted and Cliff again.
The timing.
Finally, the headshot. Bengir dead. Two players situated here on ramp. The spot out. On to plenty of the paranoia now going to be lobbed in, but Beepo uncaught by that, unblinded. Finds Kira. And they just run down.
Come on, 8-4 jsem říkal, že je playable.
A 2v5, it would be monstrous. With the gun barrel spotted, and now it would have to be an ace clutch from Shrimp to make it a 9-3. Won't get the opportunity for Beepo, another 3K for him. In flawless fashion, Mates managed to find that 4th round win to close at the half.
Yeah, some good adjustments there, but overall you have to be so impressed with AG. Playing their game plan to near perfection.
Aby pofarmil tier 2, takže
Can they find another pistol to take that step towards
je tady deserved.
Mates look for a run back. We'll find out after the halftime break.
Slipuje mega dobrý hráč, kamo. Jenom prostě nemá tak hezký staty, no. No to nechci vidět, kamo. Už jsem viděl předtím, kamo, ale je to chlastání, ale. Ty máš bivo předchozí tým. Šmaus.
Por este evento increíble, por todo lo que ha pasado y por todo lo que viene a continuación, porque tienen un país hermoso y el público, la verdad, es una locura. Cuando yo cuente 3, todo espacio riesgo va a gritar salud y le vamos a dar un sorbo a nuestra bebida. 1, 2, 3, salud!
Hrál si Lurema z Lemon Sarek of EP, no.
Staying hydrated, staying hype here in the venue in Santiago. There's a long last
muselo tím pádem.
AG.
Zveráku, cože máš za rank? No, to bych strašně tebe tam postříkali, kámo. Zveráku, řekni mi, že máš low elo a jsi mi řekl, že máš low elo, no.
Let's see if AG can give him more to yell about. Let's see if AG can give him a map 3. This thing started off so damn hot for them. Kira with that ace. Let's get their first pistol to snowball that into their first bonus conversion.
Immortal 3?
Now their
No tak
first
to furt nechápeš tu hru, ale.
in this tournament.
Za prvý a za druhý, kamo, vlastně nemám ani proof, že seš Immortal 3. Pošli tracker, kamo. No, řekni jméno a hashtag.
Three players here to the top of ramp. There's a peek, it's going to be AU1 able to find the first as Marteen will fall. Starzo as well, tagged down, now dead. His paint shell flies up over towards heaven.
To pistolky se ale nehodí, kamo.
Looking phenomenal here to start off the second half.
Just a great read. And a great little micro adjustment compared to some stuff they've shown in the past.
Jo, teďko hledá Immortal 3 nick, no, klasicky. Je to tak, to blízko. Děkuju, Henrik.
Maybe not the ace, but it's another 3K and a flawless pistol at that for AG.
Kurva. Nic, prostě kámo, naposledy to říkám, jestli se na to zrovna dostalo než ban tady na Kicku, kámo, permanentní a můžeš jít psát, kámo, nevím, do piči, kámo. Max Greenovi na stream. Když řeknu, že stačí, tak stačí, kámo, buď normálně. 2-3 zprávy, OK, ale kámo, abys píčo, půl hodiny v kuse spamoval hovna na týpka, kámo, co by ti dal do píči 13-0, 10x10 do píči, uvědom se.
Shorty there for Marteen is the only gun, the only pistol being bought.
Co střílí, kámo, do stěny.
It's just gonna tuck right around that corner.
Čau, komrak.
AG being thoughtful here, talking things over a little bit. Fengir hold this angle down with the Marshall. Try to see what you can find out. Interestingly enough, AG likes to play this map somewhat similar.
Ne, on normálně trolí, ale teďko jsem mu to řekl několikrát a furt píše jakoby non-troll, víš? Píše prostě normálně. Mu říkám, ať se uklidní už. Nic. Next, mě zajímají Gentlemates, mě nezajímá, kámo, jeden týpek v chatu. Takže pojďme se kurva koukat na hru.
Three towards that next showstopper.
10-4. Not nice. Ale Bind, ne, že bych házal Flintu do žita, ale kdyby náhodou, tak Bind, kámo, by měl být safe. Je ten znovu sign Sentinels, jo, podle mě už tam je.
Backpedals away, Paint Shell trying to buy himself some space, just tucks back up the stairs. Tagged up, taken low. And now the re-wrap around towards garage. I mean, they need to get into the blast radius of this spike. It's anybody but the Rays, it would seem, is what they're after. It'll be GRQ instead to collect the...
Jo, to je pravda, Dominiku. To jsem četl, no. Že má ten z nějaký individuální sponsorships, ale nemůže být kvůli tomu podepsaný. Ale nevím jaký, vole.
Let's go. They are just so aware. Doing such a good job. And I like the way Kira's using these blast packs to mess with the other players.
Vůting vadí Riotu.
Just diving in all the time, like even though he had one that he kind of beefed against Glyph, other than that, they
Logitechu?
working really nicely to
co má Riot za counter značku. To je halus, kámo. To by tak nemělo fungovat, by the way, podle mě, do píči. Jako orga, franchízovaná orga, ještě bych to bral, ale kámo, že hráč nemůže mít svoje vlastní partnershipy, kámo. To mi přijde divný. Kámo. Naskočený Kira, vole.
Flushed against the wall, the peak coming in and does manage to outdo Kira. Now a 3v4. The players try to get clustered and ready.
100 sabů? Tarek 100 sabů rozdá? Kamo, to je pro něj tak 2 rohlíčky, takže aspoň 1000 sabů. Kamo, to je to not nice. To je to not nice. Kira dává nechutný, man. Rip Henky o ticket, takzvaně.
All the things that we said about AG yesterday, I feel like I could say about Mates right now. They look frazzled. They're not hitting their shots. They're not making great decisions. They're individually making mistakes that AG is able to punish.
Ze všech lidí, kámo. Ze všech lidí, kámo. Zrovna Marteen, to je crazy.
I think to try to end the round, but now it's showstopper for Kira, Judge for Beepo, shotguns abound.
All this to prevent it just from getting up.
Jako měl to na něm, no. To je nevýhoda velkého crossu, actually. Actually dostal jakoby velký cross treatment. Měl jakoby na něm ten cross, ale roh toho crossu, no. Dojebalo ho to.
down to the base of ramp. AG1 just spamming on a timing? Did people make a noise? I have no idea, but what a kill to be found. Flash finds VENKU, pulls back. On the peak, dead. The bucket
Fortnite.
Still going to be deadly, but Minny with that vandal in hand. Her Q just turns on a dime, finds him. Flip gets another, but then gets traded out. The tap is there. Marteen is dead, and AG are up to map point. Mates need 8 just to take this.
Co tam čentujou, co to je?
This is clinical.
Let me tell you, I don't see that happening.
No. No, this is a revitalized AG team.
Kámo, co dávají najednou?
All it took was one day, and what a difference it has made for this team. You just have to be so thrilled with what they're showing.
Una mas tam čentujou? Kámo. To říkal, vole, tenkrát na západě. Roy O'Bannon, vole. Jackie Chanovi. Uno mas. No mas, Johne, no mas. No nic, jdeme na bind.
Starzo and Marteen, the dynamic duo from Pearl, and we're finding such heavy impact. The last one standing in a 2v4. Try to have any ounce of a hope of taking this to overtime, but there is no hope, not on this map. A little bit of fun here. He himself is second. But even he knows that this is a bridge too far gone. 23 health, 6 bullets, and VENKU to find it from on high.
Jak mu jebe na hlavičku, kámo.
I do not believe it. All gamers are pushing us the distance. We're not done. We're going to bind.
This is incredible. Finally a map win for China, and AG, they're showing why they're the #1 seed.
Not going quietly into the night. They are pushing us the distance. One more map to determine which team.
Tak to jsem nečekal, kamaráde, že dají mapu jako. To je crazy. By the way, nedělali nějaký intro video? Bych se mohl podívat, ne? Než dnešek skončí na intro video dnešku. Oni nedělají intro videa? Ha? Dělali na Champions intro videa? Dělali teaser videa, kámo, na Champions, tak proč to nedělají teďko? Já jsem říkal, že by mi jinak lidi psali, pusti tady ten teaser, už si viděl tady v tom videu, co tam říkali? Nejsou, kámo. What the fuck? To je Decider Bind. Kaž, bind máme. Bind máme. 13. Počkej, kaž. 13, 10. 13, 9, 14, 12, 13, 3. Vejlej Joru. AG. Patnáct, 13, 7, 13 tento rok. Raise Joru. Prohra proti She Lie Gaming. Proti Pisvárovi. Na papíře to vypadá v pohodě. A ten split ukáž, jak vypadá na papíře split? To split vypadá jak hit paráda, kámo. Na splitu neprodáhli více jak 6 kol, kámo, Gentlemates. Dostávají cca plat? Nic, kámo, to je charita. Kdo myslíš plat? A AG projebali na splitu 6-13? Nevím, kámo, to bylo prostě životní kola z začátku, ten Kira měl. A momentum prostě, nebo nevím, kámo, protože statisticky jako neměli tu hru takhle stompnout absolutně. Mini, kdo dostává plat? Kámo, jsem myslel to Miniho. Ale floor plat tier 1 hráčů je píčo, 40 000 euro ročně? Říkám to správně? Je floor. No 50 000, co z toho, kámo. Floor pad prostě je 4,5 euro. Měsíčně. Ale Berlín má, kámo, 50% taxis z nějakého důvodu. Takže to je taková hitparáda.
Greatest example of the failures in all gamers playing against G2. He honestly looked lost in that series getting
Nazor na Sinatra? Kámo, my humble king. My humble king. Sinatra je můj humble king. Musím najít Sinatrovo klip.
This is exactly the man all gamers needed.
And that's the key word, confidence. That is something that they needed to take on those duels. If you're going to go up against a team that just wants to face you time and time again, you gotta score.
Kde je ten klip, kurva? On to říkal na Abyssu, ne? Kde to říkal Sinatra, kurva?
What? You know I'm a premier beta champion, guys. I'm gonna need everyone to watch their mouth this game.
Není ten klip, ale.
What? I'm the premier beta champion.
I have $1 million.
Jo, kde je ten klip s tou mapou do píče? Na TikToku to najdu, ne? Počkej. Oni to smazali? On to není nikde už nalezení? Pavlo to určitě má uložený někde. Pavlo to někde určitě má uložený. Bohužel. A to bude v Best Sinatra Clips, ne třeba. Best of Sinatra. Best Sinatra Humble Moments. Ukaž? Tracking goat. A nemáte vylepšený.
Backside.
42 000 vychází po zdanění.
Oh my god.
Alright.
To jsou nějaký jeho play, já chci vidět, kámo, jeho funny momenty. Jsou ultí.
Oh my god.
What a ball.
Je to v eurech, zvrák.
Oh my, is this an anime?
A ta kláveska mě actually sere. Dřív mě bavila, teď mě sere. Ten klip skočí na zelenou? To je mega dobrý klip actually. A nevím, jestli by tyhle ty mechanics kama obstály v Nowadays Valorantu do píči. Nevím, kámo. Je slopy na těch klipech. Navady z Valorantu by to, kámo, musel být víc clean. Ale on nedávno hrál, kámo, s týpkama a měl dobrý staty, ne? V pro play furt. Tohle mi chybí, kámo. Z Veráku, tak třeba polovina týmu, co jsem tak jako slyšel, má floor, no. Polovina týmu má floor. Je starý klip, no, 2 roky minimálně. A zrovna Gentlemates mají, kámo, ale dobrý peníze, to se nemusíš bát. Dobrý klač, no. Nevím, kurva, nenajdu ten klip prostě, kde to říká o té mapě. Sinatra humbly falls off the new map. Ale humbly, to je důležitý. Nevím, co já si na Trello jsem neviděl, kámo, streamovat. On streamuje furt na Twitchi, no, nevím, kámo. Neviděl jsem teďko nic od něj. Bohužel. Nahrával vůbec něco na YouTube? Petr, že bys třeba jako poslouchal, co říkám, nebo si jakoby trochu jakoby na hlavičku, trošku jakoby si upadl na tu hlavičku. On dělá Watchparty, actually. A hraje tady tu kokotinu s tím sklem. On dělá variety. Dělá variety teďka.
Let them take the space. Let them make the first move. React onto it. You've been so good onto it.
Now, something we saw back on Pearl was that clearly Gentlemates, despite maybe feeling like they had a fundamental leg up on All Gamers, they read into that pistol round strap pretty closely. Yep. The data is limited
Má merdu lidí.
what to expect from Bind now as well.
Podle těch views plně nemá merdu lidí, podle něj má tak 2K lidí, což pro něj to je hodně PLAYOFF. 1K lidí má dokonce.
Some of the individuals here on the main side getting frustrated with themselves. I recall the 1v2 attempt from Marteen. I recall people struggling in that game. And Starzo, I think, picked a great opportunity to go individually down the line.
Primu měl, kámo,
what is on the line.
10K, vole.
Don't save any energy for the flight home.
That's the beauty though, right? Of winning that map so dominantly. They come out.
To už je past Prime, actually, tady dostal ten ban, ne? Actually past Prime.
But they have another opportunity because of that map 1 win. They have this chance to.
Tam Marvel Evers dobře pomilkoval, že?
That split was just one blip on what's been such a successful journey so far.
A jako má svoji komunitu celkem normálně. Ale měl být zpátky pro, kámo. Pokud chceš, jo. Budeš ještě bez rád za ty peníze tý Redna, kdyby věděl, že dostaneš floor, jo.
Back home.
And could it be All Gamers, the one to send them on that flight? This team that got really decimated by G2 in their first match, followed through map 1 here, looked like a shell of that team that won first seed in China. Now finally, playing like themselves, an opportunity to get the only series win for their region and to stay alive.
Realistically, if that last map is anything to go by, we are just beginning to scratch the surface of what All Gamers are capable of. And it would be a shame to see them depart without getting to show the full suite of what they have at their disposal.
Jedem, Batesy, jedem.
They fought their way through the Swiss. They showed that there's depth to EMEA. It's not just that #1 team. As we didn't expect,
Break na mapu 3.
But who's going to come out on top?
13-7 pro Gentlemates.
A third and final map is AG. Not going down without a fight, not allowing for the Chinese region to pow out of
Vašeho, když máš ve Volosensku 1 šance repy, když máš Elabu, 1 šance repy.
They now have the opportunity to eliminate Gentlemates as we go over to bind. But this is still going to be a very tough battle. Twice we've seen it from AG this year. They're 1-1 on it. Mates, however, have not dropped this.
Viděl jsem Neonku a Brima.
Yeah, and I mean you're gonna need to see some of that confidence from AG, that continued momentum from Split, some good decision makings. The concerns I have for AG watching their VODs is that they sometimes over-rotate on this defender's side. They kind of fall for some of their opponents' early traps. Their positioning sometimes gets them caught where they're giving up first bloods in spaces where they actually have the strong side held down, and a lot of kind of individual mistakes.
Ale Joru Abrim. Neviděl jsem Neonku. To byl Joru Abrim. No nic, třetí mapa.
Everybody taking it easy, but AG wants to try to deny short. Putting in 3 players at short A. That opens up that showers angle for Starzo. He's going to try to get in there with his teammates.
Už nemá Marteen crosser.
Here we go.
Shell going to be lobbed in here, just trying to tuck it to the corner.
Nice, dobrý trade.
How? Run the replay now.
Jak umřel Glyph na nade, kámo.
Was it, I guess the C's? C's nade? Grabbed 2 of them? Blew them up? Either way, what fashion to shut down the attack?
Was it trip over on B though? Were they just in the poison cloud?
New meta vola, chat.
The replay will tell all.
Jako přísám ti, když bude se tu volu na rankedu, nemusíš vyhrát každý bind, ne? To volu musí vyhrát každý bind, jakoby jenom na defaultění. Co mi řekni, co budou dělat rankerový pepíci s tou volou. To je farma, ne, kámo? Každý rankerový pepík bude píkovat skrz to. Ne, Glyph, kámo. Tam nebyl Seas, no to prostě jenom vlezl.
Absolutely amazing. Huge. And this is, again, starting to mix up the ideas for AG. They often would play like kind of pretty far back on their pistol rounds, like the 1-3-1 that had kind of been polarized.
Hooka pop z volou?
A B split here. Fengir, it's flashed off the angle at the very least.
To nebyl report. No, 3 tělíčka prostě mid kolo, vole. Jak jsou nemocný, kámo. Mají one way tady, kámo, co to kurva je.
It's going to be tough. Got 1 AG player holding showers, holding short each, respectively, so trying to bully your way through, going to be tricky. And it's 2 phantoms that you're going to have to deal with. Also, you got Shrimp who's rotated over. He's got a Spectre. Just going to have to try to find a way to explode onto here. Stars come down.
Dostanou hrozný spray down. Bindy, kamo, nechutná mapa na tohle, fakt. To uvidíš prostě polovinu fragů, vole, druhá polovina je skrz util. Lopolíkos. Děkuju, Lopolíko, za podporu streamu. Thank you, Beast.
I mean, it's a similar comp that Mates run to what AG is used to facing, but they've kind of had trouble.
Prosím, ať jste od bonusu zase jako na toho splitu.
So far, so good. Patience here for Mates is completely spreading the map. A TP check there for Fengir. Right back over into their spawn, though, towards safety. Mates is just going to play this cautious. You did get some damage into Marteen, down to 70 HP. So already not exactly the way you want to start this as Mates. Of course, that judge, you know it's
Kdy bude zhrát Valo? Já nehraju moc Valo, kámo.
Saw it at the very end of the round in AU1's hands. You suspect Hookah most likely, but they're going to try just set up for a big hit. They wait out the Prowler. This is the strong side.
It's that spot out.
Mosquito.
Hit. Shrimp will get caught. Util in hand, trying to just get that seize through, and Starzo catching AU1.
Clean.
Alive and well here in the anti-bonus arm.
No ale já kdybych byl strach, tak bych se vyjebal, kámo, na stříň těch tělíček. Reálně.
In a 2v5. Even with the weaponry, even with the economy the way that it is. How willing are they going to be to try to play this one out?
No já ti říkám, že nastane situace, kdy ho to bude stát život, vole.
All likelihood will just be the back off. Maybe GRQ. See if anyone gets a little overzealous on the side of Gentlemates.
Jako dělat to, kamo, tečko při postplantu, víš, nebo 5v1, když už to je jistý, tak jako OK, ale dělat to midround, když ty jako ješ side, kamo, můžou kdykoliv začít fladit, to... by mě sralo, kamo.
Flawless here. 4 mates to get themselves on the board nice and early, avoid the catastrophes of split. See if they can string it together, tie things up 2-2 right off the rip.
Yeah, some really nice coordination being shown here by Mates on this execute because they're
Martina bolí ruka, no proč mu nechtěl podat pravou?
As they need to clear that saturated player around the corner. So they're able to win that fight. And yeah, a little bit of frustration for Fengir, but that's just really nice discipline being shown here, knowing who needs to cover what angles to make sure that they can make that punish go on the Shrimp. Just little things there. That gets the job done. It's a big round win for Mates. Don't allow any kind of snowball to start falling.
Shower steak.
Wants the orb. Will be granted it if he takes it.
No one there to contest it from here. Well, Fengir just going to be jumping back across that B side of the map.
Dobrý emote, jak si naladil, Pablo. Dobrý damage.
Plenty of damage going to be suffered. Shrimp tag down to 3rd. I mean, he's just standing there with a knife. And okay, plants his feet, still going to be good for 1.
To nebylo by žádný damage tak shorty na by the way, ne? To bylo tak 2 damage. Saute, cita, chaj at, chat aj na YouTube. Jenom na TikToku, kámo. Dneska je na TikTokovej chat.
Spikes in hand, the walk down from Kira. He is not going to read this at all.
Aj Starkson.
Completely outdone now, the teleporter taken. We have that Prowler. Catch on a 1, the util in hand, the C's able to get the crab.
Nah.
Takes it. GRQ pulled into the corner. Isolates for the 3rd.
Nie mrdne, kámo.
AU1 into the 1v1.
No, on ještě half rotace, na.
Marteen utilizing the time.
Víš, to má jaký spider sense Marteen, by the way? Jaký má spider sense, že si actually tipl, že je na half rotaci? Actually insane.
Oh man, AU1 almost had it, but still has a chance. Still has a shout.
Rychle k šavrum, dělej kurva, rychle k šavrum! Nice. Prosím. Nice shot, low sense, holdicí angle. No problem. Čau je to, děkuji.
I mean, GRQ has been phenomenal since Pearl. Pearl, it was not great.
Oh, look, let me just say this, you know? I'm not trying to be rude, but I hope I never see him play Waylay again. If he can be playing smokes, it seems like that's where he's right at home. Brimstone Omen, just running every time.
Týpek hrál Waylay, protože ten Kira neumí hrát Waylay, si prohodili smoky a dualistu, už to chápu. Co tam dělali.
He's got some Waylay in him, but Marteen, exactly the guy that you want in those scenarios as mates. Come through with the big clutch. Also has the drift now to boot.
Minny kukátko.
Away from his ult. Minny outlaw there just to clear a prowler, but this gives some info over. AG thinking about getting a little proactive on the map over towards Hookah, but real danger is going to be this A side.
Eventual drift still going to be invested here. Mates know that they cannot allow any wiggle room for AG. Gets the spot on the 2 players. Sees him towards the back. It's a catch on to the Viper, but he's going to be dodged there by Fengir. Just a guardian in hand.
Nice, Minny. Nice, Slipo.
He swings the corner and AU1 loses his life as well.
Hraje IGL?
Gain the lead, our mates.
Ale biču.
Planton play, 5 players strong, not even a tick of damage being suffered so far. Kira on this flank approach. The angle's just being watched, and Minny has him dead to rights with that outlaw in hand. Should just be the remaining 2 players tucking back, and even just going down to the spike. Looks like mates wanting to get a bit of blood.
Bakinka.
Charge. They chase forward and will be able to find Shrimp. GRQ can collect a single kill. We'll just layer in that molly.
Jdu spát, to nejde prohrát. Blad, že jde spát v 11. Yes.
Securing themselves the lead.
Even gets the go.
Can't get out. Just a bit too late to be able to recover that one, but
he tried.
Does have the money.
He tried. Tough round here. That outlaw, so nasty in those anti-ecos. Great awareness, great discipline. Looking for those lurks, looking for those flanks. So starting to see mates get their heads screwed on.
Starting
to find some open space on the map. And again, 2 players over at Shower. So AG really wants to maintain control of the extremities here, but that's opening up this mid part of the map for mates. Using that dimensional drift that time to really clear out the site.
Škola?
Once again, Minny.
Kokotina. Oj, 110.
Gonna be Shrimp down to 10.
Teda 140, sorry.
Again, getting punished here. 2 players over towards Showers. One gonna be revealed. It's the catch.
They missed.
Oh, misnul ultinu.
Oh yeah, the orbital.
Jaj, to je botlice.
More cut over towards Dice, and that could be a critical misstep from a player that has otherwise been fantastic for AG across these last 2 maps.
They drop the op over to Shrimp. Trying to save it over if this goes awry.
Flight not going deep enough, not flushing out Marteen.
Nice.
Up there by the seas, but has the exit, just taking that gate crash away.
Molotov máme.
Their own bite now layered in, continuing to delay.
Sak máme.
Marteen able to find one. People gets another Shrimp now gone. That's the operator stranded at lamps. Spengier will be able to find one alongside Kira.
Posplent máme. Minny hraje krásný zbraně. Koukátko a shortina v kapse. To se mi líbí.
Wouldn't mind seeing the timeout. The energy coming back to mates. They're coming back to life. You gotta try to slow that down. It's gonna be a weak bye into this next one. I mean, Marteen again, just so good at reading where his opponents are gonna be. Nice stuff from Minny on the backside. Keeping that space in check.
No tam provokuje toho Shrimpa, ne? O co, vole?
Operator, like you said, they're going to keep it over. It's going to be actually going out towards Market.
Checking that angle. Stars are around the corner. Will just be sending out the Prowler. Still gets a grab and Shrimp. Yeah, looking to just back away. Getting brutalized on these holds towards Garden, but
kind of curious if they were just going to rip the convergent pass there to see if they could just catch those players.
Oh, okay. Rels is going to be Fengier pushing all the way out.
Come on.
Weren't anticipating that re-aggression from him all the way out of hookah. Gets himself on a fantastic line. Finds both of the ults that mates had in their back pocket.
Oh no.
If there's one way to get this thrifty going, that certainly could be it.
Echo by the way, a hero operator.
The headshot not going to be connecting. Now no, where Fengier has repositioned too. Shell, last pack just knocking him around here.
Marteen. Marteen je strašně back. 3 killy v 1 vteřinu dal.
2v2, the one vandal in hand. Shrimp still just with that
vandal. Shrimp se odhalil.
The bandit rather. Sends out the nightfall, and Marteen is just scaling in behind him. I don't think he's got any read of this whatsoever.
On vzal to vypo.
Recovers the op, goes on the swing
to
his demise. Glyph will be able to find the kill. AU1 now, needing to clutch it out.
Máme info. Nazdar.
Arrives at heaven. A 4K. His mates now get up to 5-round wins.
Marteen to vlastní.
Into this round for AG.
Tohle byl nechutný quickscope. Tohle bylo krásný od Marteena, čum na to. Oh.
To essentially nullify this round. It looks so good for a moment.
We are so
he's
back.
able to get into U-Haul and break the round apart. And now you are going to see that timeout from AG. I think
rozhodovací hra. Jo.
Deal with short a little bit better.
Kdo prohraje, jde domů.
And since then, that's been the space they've been giving up. That's the space that they've been leaving open. And mates have been chomping at the bit to claim it. Even though they tried something a little bit different. I like the kind of idea here from AG where you're like sending Shrimp and you want
play
for this operator.
Ale jsem teďko exploring options. A trajou
tým. Not considering that push out could be possible with those two players there.
The last few seconds of the Coinbase win condition timeout now expiring. It's back into a bye, but starting to feel like a must-win round here. Needing to break this pace, ice mates a bit. Dimensional drift and a showstopper.
Nemu se nemůžou prohrát, ne? Jsou v loveru.
As well as the convergent paths there, but Marteen after another massive round, just one charge away from another dimensional drift.
Kamo, ale každý kolo je takový zuby nechty, ne jak na tom Perlu, kde to byl přes, tady každý kolo, kamo.
So they're no strangers to these tough situations, to these maps that are do or die. See what they can do. Minny with the
Zajímavý reveal. Takže dobrý reveal, který nemůžu jakoby zničit pro toho operátor Píkera. Minny s VIPem. Minny s VIPem.
Already AG very much on the back foot.
And it's been a lot of
ano, Viktor.
early round has looked like for mates where they're pretty far back.
Alešek taky.
For those plays out of showers. Out of the TP there, and Fengir just overstays his welcome. You know, they've been willing to give up some shower control. But now Marteen just going to use the ult. Better safe than sorry here.
Yeah, same thing.
Ale Brimstone tady.
And well, AU1 not really in a position trying to get disconnected and save. Shrimp, however, should absolutely be considering that.
30 seconds left.
We'll see if he can find any kind of punish here, but not going to be putting a dent into the economy.
Já to podporuji tady, kukátko. Já podporuji kukátka na non-dualistech. Actually good. Pro jistotu střelit toho klona. Jak vnímáš, Aleše? Už se znáte dlouho. Mechanicky na tom, ale je to ještě v hlavě. Vždycky v příležitostích straggluje. A ty jsi jakoby ale velký analytik, vole. To je dobrý, kámo, že ty do toho takhle vidíš. Z toho, kámo. Z trenerský lavičky, to je dobrý. Nevím, kámo, zeptal bych se přímo Aleška, co ti by ti na to řekla, nebylo by to hezký asi. Jako podle mě v obou týmech hrál insane, ale you tell me. S jedním týmem vyhráli dvakrát celou tier 2 ligu a porazil v Ascension kajaka, nebo ne, minimálně na jedné mapě, odifnu. A z Navy byli, myslím, čtvrtý a top 3 jeli na Champions. Nevím, kámo. You tell me, jestli na to má.
He's going to try to go for it here. We'll find there's no further opposition. So Vandal will be collected.
Absolutní analýza, ano. Absolutní analýza.
It's allowed for these rotates over. It's just a matter of dealing with Minny.
Oh, just walking along that wall. Then he's gotten himself forward in the Lambs once again. In the meantime, the entry getting ready to come through.
Mosquitos.
Coming in.
W Mosquitos.
Marteen finds a second trip gone as well. Teleport taken. Kira holds his own.
Kámo.
The fadeaway shot, but Marteen still fighting.
Individuální step-upy, kámo. Levá, pravá, čum. Seno sláma. Ale český ručičky. Český ručičky. Vamos. Ještě dělá tady emotky, kámo. To je kokot.
And it's again a lot of this push and pull. I mean, Kira, great shots, my man. But this push and pull with the waylay gives AG grief. And Shrimp keeps going into this corner and keeps getting punished. It's these protocols that AG has that just aren't quite there yet to deal with the waylay. And you can't give Marteen any chances.
Yeah.
Because you allow him to start heating up and he's going to run you over.
He's 15-3-2. So any of the shortcomings that were witnessed on Split widely being shrugged off by him. Back to that pearl form, looking for the concussed. Divergent pass.
Kámo, chlapi, kdo nás zapálil? To byl náš Brimstone, nevadí.
Still going to be able to find both kills. Trim and GRQ, they need some damn help. Just unable to hold this site. Now Fengear as well, taken down by the teleporter.
Vipo triple kill.
He's only good for one.
Double entry z toho.
Kira to save, but mates to continue upward. Now to stretch the lead by 6.
Jako hraje insane Vipo, no. Oni na Talkis.
Can't wait to see that replay. Beepo there throws out his ult, creates his own space, and gets a 3K in the round. This waylay in multiple different ways, giving AG grief. And this is the first round where we really get to see it from the frag department, not just teeing up Marteen department. I don't think anybody's going to be drifting Kira's direction. Oh boy.
Whatsoever. But as these rounds continue to go on, how long can you afford to wait if you're AG before you do have to invest that second timeout, that final one? Not just of the series, but potentially of the tournament.
Nejlepší pro... Aha. Nejlepší prohra za Hisense Forsaken asi, ne?
It's the same scoreline they had the last time they played this map, and they were only able to get 3 on the other side. Beepo, and the confidence just has to be flowing. Pit try to dissuade this. We've seen that in general, mates don't want to mess with that pit, at least not initially. There might be a follow-up plan. They can create some space elsewhere, they'll just happily take that, but
15-3, kámo. Thanos performance je back.
Power not going to find anything, so it allows you to just keep holding your lines, keep holding your angles, but it's an accoutrement of weapons. Some stingers, some sheriffs.
To sebral ten skin, nebo přešel na tuhle ten stromeček?
Poke and prod, but not forward. Just right there. Risky position to be in. Does back away. Cosmic Divine now going to be called out onto the site.
Který mi hraje Hisense.
Forward, saturate, lobbed in, not going to be connecting on anyone there. Kira going to be spotted by the Prowler, and Fengear fights too with the Sheriff. Beepo and Marteen both dead.
Co dal Fangir?
Marteen back at short. The two players trying to advance their way out of showers.
Viper tam má PR ultinu na B-longu, kámo, ten nejvíc AP ultina.
25 seconds remaining. Ultimate going to be invested. The spot out on the 2.
Bude takovou facku z otočky, Minny, kámo, sleduj to.
First elimination. They hear the extra in the back. Plant interrupted for now. Just spam through that smoke. Minny trying to protect.
Nah.
This is now just Starzo trying to hold his own.
Nah.
The defuse to come in, and AG, long last, able to break this win streak, give themselves a 3rd round victory.
Jak ten pes na sluníčku, se cítím.
They look to try to recover this as much as possible. Make this that 8-4 scoreline.
This is really nicely thought out here by Fengear. Able to get some of that util out, you know, and there's some bait there.
Ten druhý kill byl insane, kámo.
In the way of Kira.
Ten druhý kill byl insane.
You know, all of that fade util comes through, and that's when he's able to rescale, go through the Cosmic Divine, and find those 2 big kills.
Nikdy jsem neviděl, že by klikli na pozitivní kanál, nebo tak něco mi přijde, že je shit. I love it.
GRQ as well, really close to that orbital strike, so both teams want to take control of this long B orb. Meanwhile, sniper battle.
Potentially, probably to lead the way, and VENKU just to play it patiently. Marteen caught up.
Však je bonus.
Out of the equation for AG. One less to try to worry about.
Mám ukázat glyfovo tracker, jakoby když hraje normální individuální hru a ne týmovou hru, kde má setnutý pozice na to, aby kurva nosil bombu a připravoval, vole, playground pro double duelist komp. Double kill shorty, no. Se 4 životama, bajde.
Nightfall will go across, will be able to connect on just about both players, I do think, but he's going to be dead on the dropout. 2 rounds in a row.
Ranky budou.
A massive win streak in between for mates. They secure a
Je vteřinku.
Okay, we've got some fight still here. AG able to recover just in time.
Can they find the pistol where mates look to just run away with the remainder of this map now that they're on the defender side? We will find out after the halftime break.
Je tam halftime break. Vteřinku mi dejte. Nevím, kámo. 61% win rate Astra. Hlavně v pohodě. Nějak málo fandí dneska. Bubeníka donesl.
Los caballeros, ¿dónde están los fans de Gentlemates? ¿Quién va a ganar?
Will there be an Odin purchase in second half? No.
La serie se la va a llevar Gentlemates. Santiago, no me canso de decirlo y se los voy a decir siempre a todos mirándolo acá a la cara. Son un público increíble, tienen el corazón caliente como lo tenemos todos los latinos. Santiago, grita con el alma.
A close divide between the crowd regarding who they are looking to see. Hoping to walk away with the win at the end of this map. Both gamers, solid start here on Bind, but then the floodgates opened and mates ran 8 straight to get themselves a 4-round lead of the half. And it could very well all come down to this pistol for either squad.
Absolutely. This is crucial. Lift there. It's out the smoke. Kira has to respect it. We'll back off the heavy stack of AG. Happy to see, man, that they've given it their all today. They have really put on a show. Hopefully they can dig a little bit deeper.
Jo, už to budu banovat, ty hovna. Už to není absolutně vtipný, vole, od nikoho, jakoby. Že to actually, normálně to kámo už nekucuje, vole. Takže už to bude lítat tady ty bany. Antiplentos, ale na pistolky nemá žutil na antiplentos, ani nemají raisnit hlavně.
go for the reposition. Kira able to find two before getting taken down. Clip just with the one. Looking like another pistol here for AG. Minny slots around, damage dealt, finds the kill. Fengir fallen. Starts on out, trying to join up with the angle, but it's just not ready for the tuck away from Shrimp. Rather GRQ. Shrimp from out front to find the kill, but AG find themselves another pistol win.
That they're thinking about this ahead of time, expecting the reaction. As soon as that spike goes down, they've already created so many different angles, so many different layers for mates to break through. They try to play off the pop flash, and they already knew. That was AG a step ahead of their opponents, and that gets them a crucial pistol win.
Giving it back to him across the stage now. That adrenaline pumping once again. Phantom Bulldog, Marshall, Spectre, and a Sheriff here. Just the you're mentioning here in the hands of Minny.
He's the only one over here on B.
So far, AG continue to seem like they're sussing out the weaker sides of the map to start. So here comes the peek. There is the kill. Sheriff now dead on the floor.
Fantastic work again by Fengir. Just inching his way forward. This all may end up being a fake. I'm not sure they're going to read this well, though, but that little pause from mates.
Doesn't catch on anything.
I don't think the haunt did either.
Smoke dissipating.
Nemám sílu mluvit už.
Pull back. The spot out noise now going to be made. Shrimp just trying to continue to
Už chci, aby to dohráli a ještě mě tady to vytočili, kamo, vyjebanci.
Teleporter will be taken. Already Marteen dead. Huge. AU1. The lurk forward into backside. Now about to have contact here. The jump out of the smoke. Quick refract back. The sync bite going to be layered there at their feet. Fengir at the same time able to find a headshot as Glyph will fall. 5v2 looking to make this again flawless.
Čavitos.
One pushing forward. Not quite one shot potential on the Starzo. Don't have to worry about him though, as it's just going to be the catch coming in. Bibbo taken down. Kira able to find the final two kills. Recharges towards that showstopper as AG again get the flawless anti-eco. And again, are going to be looking for a bonus conversion.
I just love the patience I'm seeing here from AG. Not overcommitting off of lack of information. Really being diligent to make sure where mates are before they
Stefanek na pro play, kámo, fungují ty maršálky, a na rankedu by si s tím dojebal, protože všichni na rankedu kopou malý armory, nebo je velký armory šerifa, ale v pro play jsou disciplín, takže nemají nikdy ani malý armory, takže maršálka sype, no. Pak ji prodáš a koupíš si něco jiného.
Got Showers control, they've got long B control, so they're establishing themselves early here on the map. Fengir just trying to look up and over, see if he can find a target. Go for that.
Má malý armory, kámo, nejumpikuj to s malým armorem, dík.
People out on the angle and Fengir to just jump away. Here though, does have that spike in hand.
And they haven't seen anything over here, so they're starting to think that maybe this might be a little bit more clear than they realize.
M844 bagu, taktik podej.
Paint shells to try to clear these angles, but they're trying to just escort forward with that outlaw. Kill is going to be found. Blast pack not taking it very far, but still out towards safety goes.
Ta paní neví, co je eko, kámo.
Nemám sílu.
Co se děje, kurva? Kapitán. Kapitán? Dva dobrý, ale. Kámo. Kámo. To byl pre-fire, ne? To nebyl, on ani neviděl, podle mě. To bylo? To bylo?
This is just beautiful stuff. That outlaw has Marteen one shot, and he's tucked into the corner, and then he suffers. I mean, Starzo trying to do what he can, but AU1 scaling so far forward, tucks himself in just enough. Oh, man! That is stunning work.
Marshall, Bucky, Stinger, two sheriffs. For mates to try to maintain the lead, pull off a thrifty. Outlaw still in hand here for Fengir. Holding down that shower's angle in the meantime. Big approach. Up through Hookah. The Prowler to search a double stack angle over at B long.
Well, again, lack of information. Hard to get a good read here for AG. And there just hasn't been any noise over here for AU1, so he's calling in the reinforcements, but this is right into the heavy stack. They commit. Could be troublesome. Depot's sitting there with a Bucky in lamps.
Smoke's blooming. Lift there. Stinger in hand, gonna try to dissuade, try to interrupt that plan, but the shot's just not quite connecting. Starzo as well. Spamming out some shots from that shower side, making that presence known. Peak coming in, damage gonna be dealt. Kira having the drop down, and people dying.
Nice, naletěnej, kámo, brokovnicos.
Kills off the enemy raise. Tap of the defuse.
Dobrý tapísek.
People trying to find this exit out through lamps, but he cannot. It is a firing squad opened up as Minny falls down to 2 HP. Picked apart, just the one casualty. His all gamers tie it up at 8-8.
What a hold there. Didn't look like it was going to be easy for all gamers, but they're able to keep themselves in control despite that early kill for Beepo. They just hold the line, create a little bit of verticality with those setups initially.
Co mu to najebal, kámo.
Beautiful stuff. They're sharp, they're fired up. And that's going to bring out a timeout from Mates.
It's going to try to cool them off here. It's difficult. You can tell that they're starting to find their footing again, just like they did on Spring.
No tady něco dobrýho, kurva.
Neck and neck.
Into another buy round
for Mates. Take a look once again here at the Coinbase win condition for them. You can see there's not going to be too much money behind this. Cliff bought all the way down to 0. Mates need to start
Chia pudding s ovocem.
cash back that heat to start snowballing this a bit.
To zní nebezpečně, kurva, naposledy se mi navalilo, kamarády, s chia pudding. Pusíme.
Yeah, it's definitely something you have to consider, and also you have to consider the showstopper in Kira's hands. The good news is you have some ability to maybe pull some trickery, get that showstopper to hit a target that can TP or refract away, for example. So some thought can be put into that. You know, where do you think that's going to end up? Setting up the poison cloud in a little bit of a different spot. A lot of teams want to put it on the box to set up that one way. They're actually putting it over at short A.
Heavy stack here. Mates situating 4 players on B. AG managed to suss this out.
Front-facing players initially, though, just going to immediately peel back. They're so worried about that showstopper. Marteen has the gate crash set up already. Can make a quick escape. If that ends up being the angle, have to check through towards mid, and he actually shows some presence, scares them a little bit.
Logo Valorant mi poslal přímo Valorant, kámo. Před 15 lety, kámo.
Just going to continue to try to push into this B site. This could very well end up being AG's undoing in the round.
Maybe if Fengir can get some space, even AU1 might be able to get the pivot to go through. AG's taking a pause. Just depends on Marteen here. He's starting to scale forward.
Trying to get this forward lurk going once again. This time AU1 not alone. Has been in the past. Marteen, not sure if he caught a glimpse there.
Nevím, co to je, kámo. Trendy jídlo, ale chia pudding, kámo. Na zdraví.
Rotations quickly are arriving. Marteen tucked away here, backup truck, the paint shell not going to flush him out.
Taraxo entry.
Might just do the trick, lobs it in, it's a triple!
Kámo, proč neutekli? Proč neutíkali?
Gets taken down and now it is just Starzo! As good God! How has he connected that?
Jaký zajímavý zabil 3.
Mates gonna be kicking themselves as AG gain the lead.
Unreal.
To hitne 3 lidi, kámo, proč to tom stojí, proč tom stojí?
Because they think it's safe because Marteen's forward and Kira just finds the perfect time. But I love the way they play the beginning of this round. They're being so patient. Our AG, they're looking for their moments. They're looking for open space. And it's the scaling of Fengir and AU1. Minny, couple of marshals.
High-low setup around the corner. Minny
Nice.
able to find the
CSková strata, chat. Šerifek a maršálka do tělíčka.
That's a freebie.
Still a lot of work needs to be done for mates. They've reshuffled, reset up this high-low, tucked into the cubby. Just get them to peek in one by one.
Just being very thoughtful, our AG. I think learning from some of their mistakes.
Well, let's see. There's another one. The GRQ and Shrimp will be able to trade it back. 3v3. Still with the weapon disadvantages. Orb going to be grabbed up. GRQ now with the orbital strike on 9. Looks like he's just going to send it right away. No, thinks better of it. Well, never mind. We'll send it out. So he cycles the smoke in. On to try to check out the rest of this site.
Stark jsou ty nejvýherní, by the way.
So does have that nightfall. Still is just checking around. He is so wary that AU1 is once again on a flank on that A side of the map.
Otázka je, jestli ji investne, kámo, tohle kolo. Má full utila ultinu do píči. Jak to použil? Jo. Oni jsou offside všichni. Kurva. Nice shot.
Glyph up and over the top of tube, and AU1 will cut him
Come
down.
on.
AG have made their way up to double digits.
They're just so resilient, and now it's their turn to run 8 in a row onto their opponents. Shrimp, big-time plays from the player who is big-time in his region. Gets the double headshot on the swing. And you better start believing, even though there's going to be a lot of ults here for mates in this next round, we're going to have the convergent paths, and we're maybe going to have some action. Scoped in players. Once again, it's the Orus.
A battle of patience there. You're playing on the narrowest of angles, but now starting to go forward a bit. Riding that wall. Jumping down, spots out plenty. Minny just going to be eating some damage, but he's able to back away. Keeps himself alive, and now given the space surrendered here at Showers. Have to re-clear this one. Shrimp.
Dobrý trade.
Clean up the kill on the enemy Viper.
Awareness.
Gets taken down. That's the Nightfall now lost, but traded. Potential pit in the round.
Thought they might line up for Shrimp there for a second. He might get 2. Here we go.
Marteen splitting the difference right between the two players. Paint Shell at his feet has him rerouted. Convergent path's going to be sent in.
Neflashuj to.
Tucking away. The flash forward catches people, catches a glimpse of Marteen on the exit as well.
Tak flash dobrý smoke vidím poprvé, kámo.
Going to be reestablished. AU1 sat there, swings out, finds the timing to catch Starzo. The back of sight. Glyph trying to go for this approach, work his way down short. GRQ watching for this, winning it out, and Marteen will have to back away if he can. AU1 wants this kill.
Na flashne nic. Podle mě to flashne close. Podle mě to flashne close, jakoby. Když dostaneš do držky, tak dostaneš flash, podle mě.
Can they suss this out? For now, it seems like they are very convinced that he's lingering somewhere around that B site. But the thing that AG know for damn sure is that this round is theirs. And they are going to be 2 away from advancing.
Timeout, máme timeout ještě? Timeout angle, to je timeout angle, timeout angle.
Eliminating Gentlemates.
I just love the map control that AG is taking here. They're constantly pressuring Showers or Long, making sure that they keep mates on the back foot. And then when they get onto that A site, they're fanning out. They're using those extra angles to their advantage. And mates is pushing through those smokes. They have no idea where it's going. They have no idea who's going to be where. And they're just crumbling underneath it. Just tremendous stuff from AG. The macro's great. The individual firepower is great. Kira's once again going to absolutely crazy on the raise. Everything you could want. And it's Mates who ripped their second timeout of the half.
Last one of the series. Looking to avoid it being the last one of this tournament. 3-round deficit. Mates have been put in tricky situations and they've managed to fight their way out before. Can they do it again here? The economy in the dumps. The only thing carried over. They will be able to get themselves a solid enough buy. Rifles across the board. Aside from that judge in the hands of Glyph. From the defender side, you don't mind seeing too much.
You're gonna need to get some kind of recovery here as Mates. They look shell-shocked on stage right now. They are completely rattled. There has got to be some kind of glow up.
Vamos, chicos.
Getting an aggressive position from Minny. Maybe just wants to take the Viper's pit, put it down right off the rip. AG here.
Jo, naběhnou toho Minnyho, kurva.
Prowler is meant to find it. For now, it's just going to be the clone sent through.
Dobrý.
They back off.
Seems like, yeah, overall, not wanting to get overzealous, wanting to get caught off guard.
Energie jak si jebnutej, kamo.
We'll just give up that space.
Okay.
Myslím, že mu tady chia puding na uklidnění už.
Circumnavigate it.
Yeah, exactly. Just try to go around the other side of it, but that means you're going to have a couple angles to deal with from Starso and Beepo.
Not only that, but Marteen with that gate crash sent him up right into heaven. In as well as the dimensional drift.
To hitne? To hitlo. Těch lampách děláš si prdel. Nice.
Catching a shot to the side of the head. Beepo able to find an opener. To try to get Mates back.
Nepustil tu ultinu, a to asi dobře. Euro ultinka na counter. Víčo, na kompetě to s tou Astra ultinou ještě, prosím, vole, kurva. Se víc zbraní a ultíme, jedem do píčej.
Marteen swaps over the weapon, restarts on now with that operator, gets himself the bulldog, chases forward, spots out the two players. A saturate lobbed in as people goes up and over the top, but he does get gunned down. Marteen on the exit, able to find Fengir, but Minny now.
Kde umřel Minny, kamo.
Shrimp finds Glyph. The player advantage once again. In the
Nice, padá to, bacha. Myslím Molotov? Není myslím. Byl myslím Molotov.
Massacres the remaining two players. AG are up to match point.
This is absolute madness. It looks like Mates is going to be able to get this to go. They throw so much at trying to clear the pit, but when they make their dive through, it's thwarted. And Shrimp plays that so well to tee up GRQ for that finish. And it's going to be a scrappy buy, and there's a couple outlaws here for AG, knowing that all of Mates is going to be one tap to it. Fengir's got one, Kiro with the other. You got a Guardian, a Judge, a Spectre, another Guardian, and a Vandal.
Beebo's correct on that ping, and if he just pulled the trigger, would have been able to find a kill. The idea is to try to
Víš, to jsou smajlíci, kámo, v těch šavrech, by the way.
Disguised on that angle.
No, to je jedno.
How much Mates is committed early to this A side. It's been such a pain point for them. They have to overstack it. Try to deal with it.
Now the full shift, the rotations coming through.
Exactly.
Starzo trying to work his way across to B. This get that very dicey very quickly for Mates, who need this round win, who need 4 in a row, where they will be going home. Pain Shell over towards back sight, right over the top there towards Minny. Some damage gonna be suffered, but minor at the very least. Starzo. Spam just whittling away, but Kira unclear.
Kurva.
Does manage to find the kill. Minny now going to be taken down. One reveal onto one Fengir.
Come on, not like this.
Is dead to rights. Bippo gone. Glyph, the last one standing. Just a judge in hand.
Tak to je crazy.
Where were you?
Tak to je crazy.
When all gamers qualified to their first international. When they were on the brink of elimination. And when they eliminated the second seed from EMEA! The sound of hundreds of Preds! suddenly silenced.
Nechápu.
The rumors of China's demise were greatly exaggerated. AG, an absolute stunner. They have brought their best when their backs were against the wall, and it's hugs all around.
Nechápu.
They say, we are not a 0-team region.
That's right.
We are a 1-team region, just like you. Unbelievable.
I am just
A ty sjevele to bylo fakt, ty tak strašně jevnutý, kámo.
flawless for AG to close it out. What a bounce back. After getting 13-5 on Pearl, they come out swinging and take the reverse sweep, and they take mates.
Týpek se vidí v editu, kámo, už.
And what relief those players must feel. What relief the fans back in China must be feeling.
Something to cheer for, something to believe in. All gamers repping, showing why they were that.
Jsou AG nový Wolves? Kámo, ne.
To get destroyed just a day ago.
Ruka v kapse hodně na frajera.
To come out here and beat mates. Let's hear from them in the Verizon post-match interview.
Podíváme se chat na post-match interview s Gentlemates. Podíváme se na rozhovor s Gentlemates po zápase.
Yesterday was really difficult on your guys' mental. You were really frustrated, but today you used that frustration in your way. You guys continue to play in that amazing stage round by round. Do you think that frustration from
Budeme koukat, problém.
Hola Santiago! Guys, I mean, it was yesterday. It was a really hard day. It was the first match on the stage, on the world stage. We was a little bit shaking, but right now, today, we're going to the first map. I can say was playing really bad because he was losing 5v3, 5v2, a lot of like idiots rounds. And after I just say, guys, don't care about this fucking game. Oh, sorry.
Minus this is already.
And yeah, we're just trying to play better than every game.
Definitely, and it showed in that stage. Y bueno, comenta que básicamente el día de ayer sí fue un día muy complicado, muy difícil, muchísima frustración, pero que estaban perdiendo esos rounds de manera por detalles, o sea, esos 3v4, 3v5, dijo, no se preocupen por eso.
Něco chce říct, kámo, ještě ukazuje, že chce něco říct.
Y la rompieron de una manera increíble. And you said it, it's your first time in the international stage, you're the rookie, and you're simply popping off. How are you feeling with this amazing crowd also by your side chanting your name?
I mean, it's feel amazing. The crowd in Santiago really amazing. I didn't hear it before. It's like, I feel so fucking good, guys. I can't say. Like, thank you guys, thank you everyone. You're the best.
Y lo escucharon, los ama, simplemente está muy contento. Nunca en su vida había escuchado a alguien así, a gente así, apoyando tanto a los equipos. Y realmente ha sido impresionante y le agradece a todos ustedes. So now I also want to know, you have been really popping off in this stage, and also that experience you guys are gaining. It's amazing and it shows, but what do you think was the biggest obstacle today that it can help you for the next matches?
In my opinion, we're just playing like our game, our default game, because how I say already, yesterday was like really shaking, we was playing so bad, we're not doing our rounds, but right now after the first one I say, guys, please chill, just repick everything, it's only Marteen can shoot at their team, sorry guys, like, sorry.
And it's okay, it's perfect, you eliminated that guy. So, bueno, básicamente hablando un poquito de lo que fue el mayor obstáculo el día de hoy, era que el día de ayer habían estado un poquito más temblorosos, no estaban pudiendo simplemente disparar esas balas, pero él le dijo a su equipo, tranquilos chicos. Otro equipo es Marteen, dice, perdón chicos, pero definitivamente es el único que puede disparar y finalmente con la calma pudieron ganar lo que es esta partida. Esto es todo lo que tengo por la entrevista. Fangir, thank you very much for this interview. You're free to go if you want to take pictures with the fans too. And tomorrow, we're continuing with this playoff brawl. We're gonna see who is going to win that upper bracket and continue with in the victory of this Masters Santiago. Thank you.
Já nekdo začal s tím ulákáním. Kde je rozhovor chat? Tady to je, ne vždycky.
with a couple words to say about his upperclassmen from that era that he was in EMEA in challenges.
Tady jsou ty rozhovory vždycky, ne?
My goodness. We're calling it an upset, or at least we're treating it like one, and on paper maybe it shouldn't be. The seedings definitely have all gamers as the best out of China, but we weren't expecting this level of game from them today.
They legitimately looked like the worst team in the tournament.
Kdy budou mít ten stream zapnutý, nebo co?
And then they turn it around, come alive on split.
Za chvilku to zapnou.
Was an incredible performance. They didn't drop a round in the second half to dominate Gentlemates.
And we can speak about the difference in the compositions and in the regions. Maybe this is something that they're not going up against a lot in China, like not having the, having the Astra here and not having the Brimstone, whatnot, like you can expect from a global stage. And they play so incredibly well. Again, the resilience of like the other team getting the first kill, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't affect our plans. The individuals stepping up, every single one of them had moments in this best of 3, especially in this last map, that they can be incredibly proud of. Maybe Paco should have told their team that, you know, Fangir was the real deal.
Support.
He should know. Obviously, Fangir's old coach being vanquished by that very player.
Půlku parku, půlku rolíku.
We have just seen Furia and Gentlemates depart the tournament. And so, all gamers in BBL await in the lower bracket the loser of Nongshim Red Force and G2.
Komu to mám fandit, kámo, jako. Jako mám koukat jako na Masters.
Are looking incredibly tempting.
Yeah, those 2 games tomorrow I think are just going to be absolutely incredible. I'm super excited in particular for Nongshim G2. I think it's a G2 is just coming into
můj nejoblíbenější tým je po Gentlemates NRG asi.
Right away. They lived up against mates. Yes.
They're the best first seed. So
můj goat, kámo, tady. Můj goat by to mohlo vyhrát jako všechno, kámo, not gonna lie. Baby může tancovat na stage, kámo, to je taky fun. Ale chci, aby to vyhrál Broch, kámo, aby vrtal. Chci, kámo, aby si týpek vyvrtal druhou trofej do píči za sebou, když už nic, kámo. A mě to nevyhraje tady ten skákací mastodont, kámo. Tohle ten playstyle mě vytáčí, kámo, strašně. Ale reálně ti říkám, že... Nevím, kámo. Actually G2 jsou taky tým, co by je mohlo, vole, vyšoustat, nevím, ale pokud porazí G2, Nongshim, tak už ti říkám, že svoje jako bylo klip grand finále, vole, má... Skákací nonka, kámo. Ty ví, jak to shutdownou, jako. Už je tam stream, chat. Už je tu stream. To bude hrot. To bude hrot. Jako tohle je jedna z věcí, co bych nedal, kámo, asi. Kdybych, kámo, po zápase mýho života bych dostal otázku, že proč si prohrál, kámo. Já ti říkám, že abych skočil, v setině bych, kámo, skočil na ten stůl a skočil na toho reportéra, kámo. No mé... Jo, krk pod moje koleno, kámo. Samozřejmě všechno v Robloxu. Jakože, tohle je crazy, kámo. Spoustu hráčů to tak jako má, no, že ten v životě nic neodpoví. Ale někteří jsou schopní mluvit, kámo, actually. Jdeme domů? Myslíš na kick? Za chvilku. Marteen, jak rychle s těma tweetama vždycky, vole. Jsem říkal Glyphovi, je to beast. Už je Minny tweetl. Jak ještě nejsou u těch desků. Yeah. Čekáme. Čekáme, chat. A jo, Liško. Běžte jim poslat nějakou tu lášku na Twitter, kdo máte Twitter účet. A dobrý tweety, kámo, dávaj. Už tam sedí, bejci. Starko se smál, si, že to správně.
Hello everyone, welcome to this press conference. First of all, thank you Gentlemates for being here with us. We are going to start with some questions on the room. So Costanza, let's go.
Okay. Hello guys, Zach from Hotspot today. Firstly, commiserations on the loss. You guys played really well.
President nalevo.
My question would be to Marteen. The individual impact that you've had on this event is has been undeniable so far. So, just kind of wanted to get your take on, you know, this being your first international and everything that's been going with it, and the crowd in Santiago and your overall experience.
The crowd is amazing. I've never experienced something like this. The crowd being like for us, cheering us up so much. So thank you guys. It was really best experience of my life.
Posílá tady Pablo do piči.
And yeah, I'll be back.
We'll be back.
Thank you so much.
Oh, smooth, you know.
Hello, I'm Jorge Lavin for Prensa Esports. My question is for Starcho.
Starcho.
I want to know if this defeat is because you're underestimated all gamers, even if only a little. The Chinese team at this Master Santiago haven't shown their best form. Probably it's because you inconsciously underestimated them. I don't know.
I don't know as well, you know. Maybe a little bit. For sure, there is, you know, we wanted to go with a lot of confidence into this match. After the last loss, we said that we're gonna go super confident. We want to disrespect them, but at the same time, we don't want to go too much, you know. We got humbled. I believe the reason was that they were just better individually.
Lepší.
Tactically, they were okay, but it's like they played normal. I think individually, they were on much better level today, you know, this happens. We didn't win a single pistol, I think, or maybe one. No, there is no excuses, you know. They were better team today. They deserve to win. They deserve to go next. We didn't show up to our level, you know, today, and we just need to be. We just got humbled, yeah, and they need to step up a little bit for the future. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Thank you, Zaima.
Hello guys, this is Carde. How good elimination today, but
Už jsem poslal
liked until
lásku
the
chlapu.
very end. Okay, the question is for anyone, and the Chilean crowd really connected with Gentlemates during
Co
this
to má za
tournament.
kuličku?
As you say goodbye to Santiago, what is your final message to the fans, what you supported in this game? And what will you remember the most about playing in Master Santiago?
I will remember the people, for sure. The atmosphere, the sun, obviously, the music. Like,
To sluníčko závidím.
you know, I just don't want to go back Berlin, you know. This sucks a lot, you know, but
Don't wanna go back Berlin.
that I would love to live probably forever if I could, you know, and like It's so enjoyable how you guys love the life, you know, your passion to the game and to like everyone is just incredible. Thank you for this, guys. You know, thank you for supporting. That's all from me. I'm really sad that I need to fly tomorrow to minus 10 degrees Berlin, sadly.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Any other person of the team who wants to share?
I mean, I can take it. Yeah, like Starkso said, everything here felt like a dream. If it's because of the people here, also because of this amazing room I have here with me, like it was just amazing to experience this. You know, we fly business class to Santiago.
I know.
This is something I will remember forever. My first Masters, crowd insane, everything insane, everyone watching the games. Like Starkso said, the people outside or here in the arena, like everyone so positive, hyped up for everything. So yeah, it was definitely an amazing experience that I will remember for the rest of my life. And I hope to be in Santiago one more time, and this time go further than this.
For co? Than this? Já nerozuměl. A proč Santiago ještě jednou? Se ještě něco hraje v Santiago?
Hello guys, my name is Rowlitz. I work for Fusion Esports. First, thank for the good vibes. Really, you are one of the best teams in good vibes. The question is for team coach. What happened during the last tactical pause? Why do you think it had not affected or failed to achieve in objective?
So?
Can you
repeat
the question?
No, see.
What happened during the last tactical pause? Why do you think it had not affected or failed to in the objectives of the rounds?
Proč nepomohla taktická?
That's something we need to board review. But yeah, I mean, overall, like, I think I'm more responsible for the defense. We have 8-4 lead. I have 2 timeouts. I need to do better job. I think I failed in the timeouts. We couldn't get any rounds. What happened? Honestly, I don't know. I need to rewatch it, but it didn't work, that we can say all. So yeah, it's failure in my end.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Sorry, Romy, zrovna kouče
Sarah
neukazuju.
from Ultimate Nos Vamos Argentinian show.
Ultimate Vamos?
The question is for Minny, and it's the next. Okay.
Co?
Hello?
Yeah. After today's game, what is the biggest lesson that Gentlemates learned?
Biggest lesson?
I learned that everything's possible in life. Like last year, I was losing everything. I believed in Gentlemates. I believed in the project from the start. We just built this team with the manager, coaches, and everyone, you know. And I always believed, and I always put the work in, and it got me here. Today, it didn't really pay off, but I'm still forever grateful to experience this, to attend my first Masters, and it's just big fuel for me to like. I really realized if I want something in life and I do my all, like it's always gonna happen. So I will just keep pushing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Keep pushing.
We're going to take some questions on the call. Jeffrey, you have the next question.
Quick audio check, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so Jeffrey from Valorant BBK, I will ask the question in Chinese first and then translate to English. This
In
question
Chinese.
for Starkso. 这个问题给了 Starkso，就是我们注意到你在场上其实也是非常鼓励，然后你在赛后也会有一些惊人的发言嘛。那我非常好奇，就是说这会在某种程度上影响你的发挥。So we noticed how active you are on the stage and in the server, and you also have some striking words after the match. So I'm pretty curious that do you think that this side of your personality ever affects your performance in the game itself?
No. Tečka. No, tečka. What the fuck is the otázku?
No, I think what affects my performance is only my head in the end. I think I performed quite well this game, starting with good map 1. The things that I was doing was just pure emotions, you know. I felt like I'm very responsible to make my team shine, to make my team get energy. That's something we lacked in the last best of 3. I don't know. I think I did good. Hopefully, I don't know the stats, but I think I played good. Didn't work out in the end, but yeah, not much to add, I think, on this.
Thank you so much. Next question, Andrew Hopkins.
Can you guys hear me?
No.
All right, so my question was for the coaching staff. So I know a lot of people will be looking at maps 2 and 3, but I kind of want to round back to map 1 and ask about Pearl. You guys have been a very dominant team on Pearl. Can we get a little insight on why you believe or what there is that makes you guys so good on that map?
I mean, I think it's one word. It's hard work because when we started as a team, we actually struggled on Pearl, but yeah, we put a lot of the work to actually fix the map and to, you know, fix fully. So eventually we I believe break the map and like found the solutions, and yeah, it paid off for us. So yeah, we are now fully comfortable.
W response.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is a pre-submitted question. This question goes to Bipo. Bipo, this was your debut on the
Bipo otázka. Už nechaj v klidu, kámo.
Right now, and how do you feel about the performance on the team during this tournament?
I can answer, you want?
Yes.
Okay. Can you repeat?
Yeah, this was the debut for many of you during this tournament, you know, for AG Minny.
Yep.
You. What are the learnings that, you know, is for this tournament to your team?
I mean, the learnings we take is for sure experience. Being on international stage is much different, you know, than playing in Berlin in studio with like 50 people in arena, you know. We go
50
there
people
with
in arena.
experience. We didn't have much expectations. We're like a fresh team. We've been practicing since like December, November, you know, together. We have 2 rookies, first international for them. They're really young, you know. Not to blame Minny, but Minny also is his first international. Not excuses, but it's really good that we qualified for this tournament. And it's like start of the year. It's really big step for us. We can only learn from this. I think we showed good Valorant, especially in group stage. There is like big potential in the team. Something broke inside us for the playoffs. This is something that we're gonna fix for the upcoming split in Berlin. I'm really not worried at all about this group. This group has been amazing to work with. Like I don't remember last time I enjoyed so much being with like everyone here in the team, spending time outside of the server. We take only experience. We take the fun, we take the vibes from all of the fans because we really want to experience that one more time. We want to experience that forever, I think. We don't want to sit in Berlin and without crowd. So that is gonna be our goal for the next of the season. We want to be in every international. We're gonna work harder even than we did. We know how hard we worked, you know, throughout.
How hard are we?
We're gonna continue that, add extra, you know, percent, and send it. Thank you for question.
And also, this is a quick follow-up question to you. You already leave a trophy with other team during another season, you know, in 2021. Do you want to leave a trophy with this team? Maybe a champion trophy?
Of course.
To je za otázku. Asi, kurva. What is that question? Kurva.
I mean, I'm there for
To mě nasral, vole.
I'm a winner. I think I have...
Chceš zvednout Champions Trophy s tvojím týmem? Ne. Chci hrát jen tak.
I can.
S jiným týmem.
That's the plan.
Kamo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
No to chtěli jenom slyšet, I guess.
With this question, we conclude this press conference. Thank you, Gentlemates, for being here.
Proč je by posmutnej?
For sharing your passion on Master Santiago.
Ne, kámo, na kvůli tomu, že prohrál oficiál na International.
Thank you guys.
Ale not sure, kámo. Typuju si. Ne, to musí být strašný pocit, kámo, pro ní. Každý to prožívá jinak, no, ale nevím, kamo. Nezávidím mu. Doufám, že bude v pohodě. Jakoby nechci, že by ti chytla tady, kámo, nějaká úzkost nebo panická ataka, kámo. A je to mega, jakože náchylný k tomu seš, vole, když se něco takového stane, protože seš, kámo, daleko od, vole, všech lidí tvejch. Přes oceán, kurva. High stress. Chápeš? Všechno na piču, takže ti to může kliknout, kámo, ještě dropneš na piču hru třeba. Projebeš. A najednou tě chytne, kámo, úzko a máš tady 6 týpkama mluvit. No, to si asi nechám ujít, ale kdybych byl na jeho místě. Jak to taky moc neřekl, kámo. No takhle, já bych, kámo, asi něco řekl, ale nebylo by to dobrý, abych to říkal. Takže je vlastně lepší, abych nic neříkal. Jako po prohraném zápase, no nic. Taky jeblý otázky některý fakt. Myslíš si, že tě to ovlivnilo, jakoby jak hraješ potom v zápase? Starkso, som si jo. Kamo, čínsky se ho tam ptá do píči. No nic, bejci, to byl dnešní Watchparty, nevím, co budeme dělat teďko z Masters. Nevím, jestli něco, co mám s hlavou do píče, Ondro. Nevím, kamo, no a mě z toho se rozjebaly vlasy. On se hraje dneska zas? Kenongshim G2 si nechám ujít, ale NRG, PaperX, ty vole bych mohli se podívat, že? PaperX NRG bych se podíval, kámo. A NRG jsou jako moje hlavní koně, co bych chtěl vidět z jednou trofej, protože mě baví, když jeden tým zvedne 2 trofeje za sebou a moc se to v Valorantu neděje, takže už mám modrou fotku ten týpek. Jakože jako. Nevadí. Každopádně pupíci, děkuju moc za Watchparty, že jste tady byli, že jste odebírali, že jste nepsali hovna a že... A za donosíny, Johnu, vidíme se za 10 minutek na Kicku a dáme rankeds. Relaxační. Zatím, kdyby cokoliv IG, tam je všechno info. See ya a pošlete nějakou lásku chlapům na socials. Není to příjemný čet, ten tlak, když prohrajete, takže každá pozitivní zpráva je nápomocná. Trust, vím, o čem mluvím. Peace.